girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm here today with another All Signs live. Okay. Hey, Purple Pie. It's nice to see you. I am just so excited to be doing this live for today because the question that we're going to be asking Spirit is what are the blessings coming your way? And so I'm just excited to talk about something else. Like, I'm excited to talk about something else. I feel like oftentimes when we talk about people's feelings and thoughts, it could just be so complicated, so nuanced. And I just feel like, you know what, if we're going to talk about any complications today, let's talk about what could potentially be standing in the way of these blessings. Okay. Like, let's just talk about that. So I'm definitely excited to be here. I'm about to enter the live on my other phone so I can also look at the chat here and there. And yeah, then we're going to get started. So just let me know which sign you would like me to start with. I'm going to give it a second and then I'm just going to choose. All right, y'all. So I think I'm gonna just go ahead and choose so I can get started because I have like a couple different decks out here. I have a tarot deck and I have like a couple oracle decks. So let's just go ahead and get started so we can get through this and we're not here all night. Because I'm actually enjoying my evenings and nights. Like, I'm actually really just enjoying it and just, relaxing, chilling. Like, I just love it, especially after like working hard during the day. So it's nice to do that. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started with the air signs. We'll start with Libra and then we'll move on to Gemini and then Aquarius. All right, so let's start with Libra. If you're coming into the live, definitely make sure that you like the live. But okay, so we're starting with Libra and the timestamp is 2:30. All right, Libra. All right, what are the blessings coming your way? So let's just get an overview really quick with the energy oracle. Let's see what it is in relation to. Ooh, okay. So y'all got door to romance. Y'all have door to romance. So your next blessing is looking like it is a love and romantic relationship opportunity. So let's go ahead and use the tarot just to see what is behind it. And it seems like through this romance or you just being presented with an opportunity to get into a relationship with someone or to develop further love for someone. Because whenever I see door to romance, hey, Money Mantra, thank you for being here. It's nice to see you. You know, we have business to attend to later, later after this live is over. But yes, as far as with door to romance, Libra, this card here reminds me of the Ace of Cups. So I just feel like this is either you, of course, reconciling with someone or a relationship that you're already in, just continuing to deepen. Hey, T Robs, thanks for cooking into the live. But yeah, so this is actually pretty good. I mean, and it seems like this relationship is going to help you address some issues with vulnerability and being able to express how you feel or being comfortable with just allowing yourself to express love, especially if you've been very like repressed or if you've been like suppressing your emotions. So, all right, let's see what else is. For some of y'all, the number 33 could be significant. Okay. The number 33, y'all. I really can't. Y'all got the lovers. So I'm trying to tell you, like, okay, so your blessing is definitely a love relationship. It's a soulmate connection. It's a partnership. It's romance, like I said. And it's actually being in a relationship with someone that is not necessarily just like you, but they are going to complement you. So this is really all about you deciding to choose love if this is what you want. Like, this is literally an opportunity for you, but at the end of the day, you have free will. But at least the opportunity that you do have is someone that is going to complement you very well. So at least You have that. Okay. At least you have that. Let's see what else is here as well. Yeah, I think that, you know, just even right now, you may not even want to hear this, or you may not trust this because you've been spending a lot of time on just self-reflecting and getting to know yourself. So you've just been off doing your own thing. Like, you have consciously chosen to not engage with others in a truly deep, romantic, passionate, relationship. Like, you've been choosing to kind of just do your own thing by choice. Like, I keep saying choosing by choice. Like, that's literally what you all have been doing. And I mean, to be quite frank, you all are still dealing with PTSD and issues from relationships that you've experienced in the past. So that's why I feel like y'all may not necessarily believe what it is that I'm saying, because you've been spending time on your own, and you've also been building walls and boundaries around yourself. So it's kind of impossible, well, let me not say impossible, because anything is possible, but it's just like gonna be challenging and difficult for love to come in, because it's like you're consciously saying like you don't want it. And some of you are rebelling against love as well. It's like you don't want to look at it, you don't want to think about it. It's just, you just feel like no. You feel like no. You all might feel like you don't really want to engage in commitment right now, but it seems like there are some major lessons that you are blocking yourself from learning about. You're learning about yourself, but it seems like there's some other lessons that you can learn in this major relationship right here, because typically with the lovers, it talks a lot about multiple perspectives. So yeah, you've been in the hermit energy, you've been focused on yourself and just your perspective, but this relationship, not only is it going to open you up to multiple perspectives, but you might also learn some additional information about yourself. So yeah, that's all I have to say. But yeah, right now you all just feel like maybe you don't really have the space or the time to accommodate this type of relationship into your life, because you kind of just doing your own thing right here. So like I said, it's your prerogative, but this next blessing seems like it's a major relationship, and it's gonna do wonders for you, and just you learning more about yourself, even you being more compassionate, allowing yourself to express love and to also receive love comfortably. So, all right, what are the other challenges? Like, what challenges is in the way? Are in the way? Okay, the Black Medusa, Cancer gang. Yes, Cancer. Well, I'm doing air signs now. So since you said Cancer gang, after I'm done with the other two air signs, I'll start with Cancer. I gotta keep it moving because I know I typically will talk a lot, but I think I'm doing pretty well with time. All right, so let's see what the challenge has been associated with this. Yeah, your challenge is the fact that, I mean, it is what it is. Mental health issues are definitely real, but I feel like you have built so many boundaries and barriers and walls and just blockages. Like, some of these things are blockages that you built because you have an inability to just forgive your past and let go of what has happened before. So you kind of have been operating within this hurt for a while. Like I said, mental health issues are real. The things that you went through are real. But I think it's time for you to just reconsider what you want your future reality to be. Do you always want to be leery, skeptical, not trusting of relationships? And it seems here with the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, a major relationship to you. Do you want to keep doing that, or what? Because it seems like the trauma that you've experienced is becoming a part of your identity, because now you're in a sense blinded to pain. Like, maybe now you're deciding to stay in situations to deal with certain people, or just to repress your emotions so much that you're not allowing yourself to experience that like cathartic experience of just like breathing. It's like you're waiting to exhale. Okay, you're literally waiting to exhale. So I really feel like it's time for you to really observe what you're still holding on from your past and reconsider creating a new reality by letting it go. So let's see what you can surrender to, okay, to help you with this challenge so you can accept this blessing. Boss lady, you said a reading I heard a month ago just came fully to pass in the last week. Yo, that's what's up, boss lady, because it's funny because Cha-Cha told me years ago, she watched a video from years ago, and it definitely resonated with something that she was experiencing years after. Like, So I just think that's amazing. I'm glad I was able to help you, boss lady. All right, so yeah, like spirit definitely moving today because the surrender card that you all got, Libra, was surrender to complete healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So yeah, when we think about the cups energy in the tarot as well, like yeah, it's talking about emotions and stuff, but it also talks about it's like the aspect of spirituality as well. And even like I said, spirit is moving, like spirit definitely is moving within your life right now to help you get over this last hump so that you can move forward and experience love. Like, and not only just true love potentially with another person, but most importantly is just true love within yourself. Like accepting yourself, accepting all parts of yourself, and moving forward in life. Sometimes is like, when you be going through stuff from your past and like it definitely makes you feel some type of way. Like sometimes people have issues with forgiving themselves for the mistakes they made or how they showed up with the limited information that they had. So I understand you going through things, you still need to heal, but just don't allow the past to hold you back from your future. All right, so that's it, Libra. We're gonna go ahead and move on to Gemini. But yeah, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Hey, boss lady. Eileen. I think I said your name right, Eileen. Hello. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Y'all make sure you say what's up to Money Mantra. Make sure y'all say what's up. All right. Gemini, we'll get started at 12:30. I'm gonna just go ahead and shuffle the deck. Then we'll get going. Ooh, Gemini, I like this for you. I like this for you. Y'all got two cards that fell out. The Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Hallelujah. Okay? Hallelujah. If you are a Gemini, I'm going to just need you to just go ahead and drop some sevens in the chat. Okay? Okay, can I do a shout out for your son, Phil? Hey, Phil. Hey, Phil. Okay, yeah, so if you're a Gemini, hallelujah. Like, definitely make sure you type some sevens in the chat for yourself because this next blessing, oh, I wasn't even supposed to start with the tarot. Like, that's crazy. But it seems like you all are definitely going to be receiving some type of new creative inspiration. So you're really about to be inspired. And that idea that literally comes to you from the universe, from the divine, is literally going to change your life. Like, it's going to change your life so much so that you are going to come out of poverty and destitution and struggle and lack. So if you have been experiencing lack in your life, especially as it comes to finances, you need to pay attention to your thoughts and ideas because one of those ideas is definitely a money maker. So let's pay attention to that. This has to do with your creative projects and hobbies. Okay. So if you aren't doing anything creatively, it's time for you to do something. Okay. It's time for you to do something. But the crazy thing is you're literally about to experience the Ace of Wands. So that is new passion. So you might have not had a passion for something, but then like something just happens, like this creative spark just lights within you and you're like, you know what, I want to try this. And that could literally be the thing that changes your life. So yeah, this is really nice. And if you're already at work with something creative, then this is just like a second wind. This is just like a burst and gust of energy. So I definitely feel like you should pay attention to what you're creatively being told or what you're being guided to do, what you're passionate about. Like, just think about these things. And if you feel like you're not really passionate about anything, I don't know. I don't think that's true. Like, I feel like we all have things that we're passionate about. It's just maybe you have some type of self-limiting belief that's associated with that thing. Like, and sometimes people have, I'm not trying to call you stupid, but sometimes people have stupid self-limiting beliefs. They'll say stuff like, oh, well, it's already a million other people doing this thing. And it's like, okay, but when you go to the grocery store, aren't there like 20 to 30 different brands of water? So what are we talking about? Okay, so it be little limiting beliefs like that stop people from actually pursuing things that they are divinely guided to pursue. So How many of us are blocking creative ideas that are coming from the divine, that are purposely being given to us to change our situation? So that's all I'm saying. But let me go backwards and get the energy oracle, and then then we'll move forward and see what the challenges are. Yeah, literally the energy oracle is really just backing up what I'm talking about. Like, all right, so this is Archangel Michael. This is the first chakra. This has to do with your root. This is the root chakra. This is stability, security, right? We also have the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles talks a lot about stability and security, especially when it comes to finances. And if you're not, well versed on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, then definitely look into that, because we need to have a good foundation in order to feel safe and secure in this world. Okay, in order to be able to live an enriching life. So definitely look into that. But yeah, and then you also have the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. Okay, and I just saw that Cha said in the chat, do what makes you happy. So yeah, that's exactly what you should be doing with the heart chakra. This is all about you leaning into your passions and things that you love. So if you just focus on what you love and allowing yourself to engage in that thing, is definitely gonna affect your livelihood and your stability, your financial situation in the best way possible. And some of you all have been experiencing bouts of loneliness as well. Like, so if you feel like nobody's really around, or other people are living their life and you just kind of off on your own, like, that's just your space and opportunity to focus on continuing to work on this idea that you're being given, and actually materializing it and manifested it into something physical. So that's your cue. So if you feel like, dang, I'm alone, I'm lonely, you know how it be. Like, you be alone and lonely, like, you know how it be. Like, use that time to focus it on your creativity, okay, and your passion, your hobbies. Just use that time to do that. Because the fact of the matter is, with the Ace of Wands, yes, I love the Ace of Wands energy, okay? The Ace of Wands is nice because, like I said, it's like that spark. Or it's like when you light a candle or something and it's just like a blaze. Like, that's really what the Ace of Wands is, metaphorically speaking. But you also have to understand, with the Ace of Wands energy, if you don't act on the momentum and the energy that's present, it can go away. Okay, it can go away. And like I said, how many people do we know that will have a really good idea and just not act on it? It's like the window of opportunity is going to continue to keep closing and closing and closing. So you have to act on the opportunity. Okay, and think about your financial situation. Like, think about wanting to get yourself out of your current circumstance. Like, that should be in the forefront of your mind. Okay, because this Ace of Wands moment that you're experiencing, this new idea, this new vision that you're going to have for your life, is going to help you in being able to recover from losses in the past. You are going to experience a lot of positive changes within your life. So that's just what it's saying here. So let's see what the challenge is that's getting in the way. Let's see what the challenge is. I think the challenge is, I think the challenge right now is within your anger. And I mean, we do have to admit it, that we are feeling, it's like feeling, I want to say, like, passive aggressive, or just feeling like unhappy about things, angry about things, because our situation is what it is. So if you know that you experience bouts of anger and temper tantrums, and you get moody, and you just can potentially not be a pleasant person to be around because your situation isn't where you want it to be, like, you definitely have to check the energy and vibration that you're currently in. So yeah, the thing is that when you are trying to create, you have to be in a really, really good vibration. But I mean, some people definitely do create when they're feeling low, and that's nice. But I feel like in order to listen to this download, I feel like it's best for you to be in a higher vibration. So T, love the hair. Thank you, T. Thank you, T. So yeah, basically just watch your vibration and try your best not to get angry. Just try your best not to get angry. That's all I can say, because I get it. Like, I definitely get it. It's like, when your money situation is not together, you can get mad, okay? And also, if you're engaging in, let's say, like a job, or just different things in your life that's not really what you want, like, that can also be very, like, unsatisfying. So I get it. Just don't allow your dissatisfaction with your current situation or circumstance to mess up the energy. That's all I'm saying. All right, so what can you surrender to help you get past that issue? What can you surrender to? Yeah, surrender worry. Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body, focus on the power of your heart, and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. So, spirit definitely moving during this reading, y'all. So I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, Gemini. You just have to pay attention to your thoughts, and yeah, one of those ideas is definitely going to be a money-making idea. So the advice is to don't let it pass you by. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Tap into your heart space. Remain in a good energy, and yeah, change your situation, change your life. Oh yeah, be your own best friend as well with the Five of Pentacles within reverse. Like if you feel like nobody is around to support you, nobody gets it, you might be feeling unloved, you might be feeling neglected, like use that time, alchemize the energy, and create something positive for yourself. Maybe that's just your, like I said, space and opportunity to focus on yourself. I'm not. I'm not. But I was definitely told that I should read tarot on there, but I'm not sure. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to Aquarius. Let's go ahead and move on. Oops, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all, if that was kind of loud, my pen. Yeah, my son gave me this donut pen from the book fair. It's so cute. I love it. Okay, Aquarius, your timestamp is 22 minutes. I think I'm doing really well with time, but y'all let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the energy oracle, which is what I was supposed to start with, but I just had the tarot in my hand. So Aqua Moon in the house. Aqua Moon in the house. All right, so what is this in relation to? Let me get some clarification. It seems like I'm trying to figure out what exactly this blessing is, because what I picked up intuitively is like the blessing is that people around you that aren't happy for you, that don't want to see you succeed, or they're jealous of like a certain type of essence that you exude, it's like they're going to be exposed. So I think that's the blessing, because I'm just like, how do I say this? Like, what are they being exposed for? So I'll get into it, but I just feel like yeah, there's some people around you that are going to be exposed. You all, it seems like you're exuding, I just have to say it. I have to say it, but it's like you all are exuding like magnetism, and it seems like it's coming off through like sex appeal. So I feel like, yeah, and it's like your intellect too. That's the crazy thing about it. So it's not like I feel like you all are trying to like get attention from people or make yourself known or try to, how some people are with it, like attention whores, and they just want people to see them and choose them. It's like, no, I feel like a lot of people are attracted to you because of your intellect, and that's very true with Aquarius anyway. Y'all are actually showing up here with the thinking woman. The thinking woman in the energy oracle in this deck for me is the Queen of Swords, and I associate the Queen of Swords with Aquarius. So you're very perceptive. I feel like you're gonna realize that there's some, and I feel like you already know right now that it's some haters and some people that are jealous of what you have, or what they perceive that you have. So yeah, I feel like you're mad perceptive. You kind of already know that anyway, but yeah, people are attracted to you because of your intellect, because you're smart, you're educated, and you're always trying to transform your mind. You're always trying to figure stuff out in life. Like, you're not just idly allowing things to happen to you without having something to say about it, having an opinion, or just having your own sense of truth and clarity that you are operating off of. So you have a moral center, you have integrity. So yeah, like your intellect is attractive. Okay, so it, for some reason, it's like it got people really like obsessed with you. Like, it got people really obsessed with you. Like, it seemed like people just want to choose you because you're smart, and they just want you. It seemed like you all are really tapping into like your higher self. So I just think it's like you all are just being real, genuine, and authentic. That's just what I'm getting, but it's causing people to notice you. So maybe you all are using your voice right now. You all could be teaching, you all could be mentors. It's like you could be in some type of position of power. Like, intellectually, you all could be a genius. Like, it's just something going on here, and it's causing people to feel jealous. Like, they're just mad that you're smart or something. Like, they're mad that it's exuding like sex appeal. Like, I don't know. Like, that's weird. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot, and let's see what else this is. But pretty much the blessing here is your elevation, even within your mindset, maybe within society, is going to, piss some people off, and they're going to get exposed. I mean, that's a blessing, finding out who your haters are. Okay, that's a blessing. Yeah, people are attracted to you because of your work ethic. People are attracted to you because you mind your business, you focus on you, and you're building something very significant for yourself. You all also have high standards, and I mean, because you're so perceptive, and that's very true with the Queen of Swords anyway. She has high standards and expectations for everything, okay? Because if something is not what she wants, even though she does allow space and room and just allows that thing into her life, if it's not what she wants, she's gonna cut it out her life. Okay, that's just how the Queen of Swords archetype works. But if you're a male Aquarius, it's okay. It's just the energy. Okay, it's the energy. So yeah, I feel like because you have high standards, it's like that's not necessarily working against you. It's still kind of I just heard the song by Khalees, My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard. But it's like you don't have to do anything sexual. You're yourself. It's your intellect that does it. So I feel like this person that's jealous of you could be in your work, at your work. That's the connection. So it seems like it's a jealous coworker, something like that. You all could be receiving a promotion, and it's like that person is upset because you got the promotion. And for others of you, there could actually be a position that is created just for you. And so it's like that person is upset because they didn't have that. They weren't up for a new position, but they created a space for you. So they gonna feel some type of way. This could also be someone that is at school. I'm just picking up school, work, and also what else was in mind? School, work. Oh yeah, if you are an entrepreneur as well, it could be somebody that is within the same field as you, so maybe not even a competitor, and that person is doing well for themselves, but they still hating on you. So it may seem as though you all have some type of competitive edge against this person. Maybe there's some type of skill or expertise that you have with the Eight of Pentacles and with the Thinking Woman, which is the Queen of Swords. It's some type of like skill, expertise, intelligence, knowledge that you have that helps. It's not like a tough or hard decision for people to want to come to you for what you have to offer. You're knowledgeable, you're capable, you're skilled. Now, this other person that's hating on you is not. Okay, they're not getting as many clients as you, or they're not able to impact as many people as you. So that's all I'm saying. You all are basically putting somebody to shame. They feel some type of way. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like you're causing this person to really feel like depressed. Yeah, I feel like whoever this person is, you're going to know because you don't really have too many social interactions with them. They just kind of are around. Okay, so there's a hater in the midst. All right, so what's the challenge associated with this? What's the challenge? Oh, yeah. The challenge is jealousy. Is really jealousy, but it's more so on this hater that is being shown, because here on the energy oracle we have envy, and then also here with the dark mirror oracle we have envious gluttony. So all I'm saying is like this challenge is not even necessarily you. Like it's not coming from you. It's coming from an external source. Okay, so you're gonna feel external pressure. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna experience external pressure because someone else that's mad at what you are creating for yourself, because with the Eight of Pentacles, you're still on your way. You're still in the process. You're developing mastery. Okay, you're developing a mastery. So, and your mind is made up. You know exactly what you want to do and how you want to move forward. So I'm also picking up that you're like a very humble person too. It's like you're smart, but you're not a smart aleck. That's what I'm getting here as well. Like you have a way of sharing information and knowledge that really impacts people on an emotional level, but in a positive way. So yeah, this person's hating. Like, this person's hating, and the challenge is like they're always going to be envious and jealous over you. That's going to be the challenge. Like they're always going to be. And I mean, I feel like this person, like you're going to see their appearance start to look worse and worse and worse over time, you know, because they just got that hate in their heart and they need to let it go. So yeah, the challenge really isn't more so coming from within you. It's more so coming from an external person that is just, they're just jealous. And I don't know if they're going to be able to let it go. So you have to figure out what you can do to continue to keep pushing forward and making progress, because it seems like this person is not gonna, they're not gonna let it go. They're not gonna let it go. So let me just shuffle again one more time. The one card that I saw that came out was surrender to play, but I needed to shuffle again. So you all have surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So I feel like surrender to silence is more so of like your cue to disconnect from this person. Like don't talk to them. Don't have nothing to do with them because they're jealous and it's getting to the point of envy, you know, and they're going to continue to keep wanting to feed off of that, off of the feelings that they feel towards you or about you. So I just feel like if you're able to identify who this person is, the best thing that you can do is to distance yourself from that person. So, all right, that's it, Aquarius. Let's go ahead and move on to the water signs, and we're starting with Cancer. But give me a second to reset these cards. But yeah, I hope you all are doing well. Definitely make sure that y'all like the live, and of course let me know where you all are tuning in from. Yeah, just let me know. I love to see or to know where you all are viewing from. Like sometimes we have people in here from like India, we have people in here it's in Europe. Remember one person was from Germany or living in Germany, so I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, you turning from Jersey? Okay, yeah, Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. And just talk, hey. Hey, all right. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing, right? Let's go ahead and keep it pushing. All right, we have Cancer. Cancer, your timestamp is going to be 34 minutes. All right, Cancer. Blessings coming in. Let's see what they are. Or I feel like I've just been pinpointing one blessing, so it's okay, y'all, because I'm using like 4 different decks. So, oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. I love it. Oh, damn. Y'all got a lot coming in. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, you have a lot coming in. Yeah. My deck fell off the table. All right. Let me turn a little bit this way so the cards don't just jump. Ooh. All right. Let me get y'all a second card because I like what I'm seeing. Okay. Okay. So you in South Carolina? That's what up. I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing here. I like what I'm seeing. Okay, so your blessing is something coming to light. Okay, I'm gonna get some more information on seeing what exactly it is, but I feel like you all have been waiting for some type of revelation. You've been waiting for something to clear up. You might have been a bit confused. But I feel like it's more so maybe within like your intuition, like you could have been questioning something that just wasn't clear. I'm feeling like it's more so within your life direction. So I'm just getting the moon's energy where it's like, it's just, when you think about the fool's journey, like by the time it gets to the moon, it's just mad elusive and confusing because the way forward is just, it's not clear, and it's filled with fear, it's filled with anxiety. So I just feel like this has to do with like your life direction, but I'm gonna get some more information about it. But it just seems as though something that was a bit confusing to you is going to be cleared. Like, I hope I don't sound like an oracle, but I'm gonna get more into it with the tarot. So yeah, it seems like you all have just been trying your best to manage your emotions. You've been trying your best to be as balanced as possible. I feel like you are not really trying to experience cognitive dissonance right now, or you're not trying to, well, you don't, it's not like you're trying to, but it's happening, but it's like you just don't want to continue to keep experience the back and forths or the emotional extremes or the highs and lows. The moodiness is like you're just tired of experiencing that as you are living your life, living your daily life, and not really understanding where your life is going next. So I like the fact that just the first card that came out was the sun. And I love this because the sun is like the perfect solution to the, or it's just the perfect outcome to see to the moon's energy. It just lets you know that with the sun's energy is going to bring clarity into confusion. So anything that you was confused about, you're now gonna, you're not gonna be confused, because yeah, now you're gonna have the light to rely on, as far as moving forward in your path. So I'm gonna get some more information with the tarot, but yeah, I love this for you. Like, let's see what you've been patiently waiting on. Let's see what has been confusing. Yeah, I'm getting the hangman. I'm getting the hangman within the reverse. And that's just letting me know that you all have definitely, and I don't like saying this word because I just feel like there's no such thing as stagnation, because it's like energy. When you think about physics, it's like energy is either moving forward or backwards. So like what exactly is stagnation? Like, so it's really just regression. But I feel like, this has been something that you all, we have to admit, have potentially been doing to yourself, where it's like, that there's something that you need to sacrifice, surrender, or give up in order to experience something new, but maybe you've been keeping yourself in a certain place. I just think it's the cognitive dissonance and just feeling confused and not understanding what to do next, because you haven't come to terms with those two opposing ideas. And sometimes it's like that with cognitive dissonance. It's like, look, if it's these two opposing ideas, like, you really have to do some thinking, okay? Or even coming to the conclusion of saying, like, you know what, this is a nuanced situation, so how about I just not, or make a decision? Like, it's just, I just feel as though, like, when you're in that space, you can potentially experience analysis paralysis. So I'm just picking up the 7 of Cups energy. It's like you not knowing what to choose or what to do next. But because you are not choosing anything, it's like you're experiencing hesitancy. So I feel like you could be stalling a bit, but I get it, rightfully so, because it's like if you're confused and you don't know where to go, you don't know what to choose, then that happens. So I hope I'm making sense. I definitely hope I'm making sense. I feel like you want major things, okay? And I think this is what's confusing. I feel like you all want to have a happy family. You want to have a relationship. That this is probably what it is. It's like, how is your life? Like I said, your life direction. Like, how is this going to progress? So I just feel like the blessing is you understanding. Like, the blessing is you understanding that, like, you have the power to change your reality. Okay, you have the power to choose something and to manifest what it is that you want. So I just think it comes down to your choice and your desire. I feel like you all really do desire having a relationship and a happy relationship, and maybe even having kids here with the sun's energy. We have the sun here. So maybe even having kids, just wanting to have a peaceful life, fun, no domestic conflicts, like harmony, togetherness. Is like you really want that. Some of y'all may feel as though you've missed your chance or you've missed your opportunity in being able to have this. And rightfully so, because we do see some stalling energy here with the hangman. Maybe not feeling like you have the ability, the capability to let go and release, what is no longer needed in no longer what releasing what no longer is needed, so that you can be in pursuit of what it is that you actually really want. So yeah, it seems like some of you all could have been, having issues with leaving a particular relationship, maybe having the opportunity to get into a actual loving relationship, but because you was dealing with the wrong person, you missed that opportunity. Something is giving that as well. But yeah, that's what it's giving. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like this could even be with someone that you've had issues with from the past, like just mad issues, and it was too many complications, you couldn't get it right. Like it was always some type of situation where you just had to like cut your losses with this person. Maybe things never really changed. Maybe you was going through the same shit all the time. Like, so it just seems as though the blessing is you understanding that like you didn't really miss any opportunities, even though like you could feel like you did. um Typically you will get another opportunity, typically you will, but my advice is to like take opportunities as they arise, especially if they're good for you, because you don't want to miss chances. And you also don't want to procrastinate as well, because procrastination is a sign of arrogance, okay, and audacity, because you think that the universe is just going to give you a whole another opportunity. Like, yeah, you might get another opportunity, but is it going to be as good as it could have been? Like, we don't know, okay? We don't know. Okay, we really don't know. But yeah, I think the blessing for you is understanding that like you can speak to your situation, like, and if you're having issues with your life direction and there's a lot of fear, anxiety, and confusion, like it's really up to you to understand that you have the power, and if you have the desire, you can change your situation. So I hope I'm making sense, y'all. I really hope I'm making sense. Black Medusa, you said I'm making sense. I hope. I hope. Yeah, I just feel like y'all really want love. Like it seems like you really want love, and you want a stable connection. And I feel like you have to be willing to surrender and to do what's necessary so that you can get what you want. So don't do things that basically don't do things that support you not getting what you want, is all I'm saying. Like engage in habits. And I feel like the habit for you is within your communication and what you're speaking and what you're concentrating on. So yeah, it's time for you to come to a resolution with yourself. All right, so what is the issue? All right, so the challenge that y'all have isn't necessarily a bad challenge. Whenever I see this card, the child I was meant to be, it just makes me think about you kind of getting into the Six of Cups energy and just thinking about what you've always desired, what you've always wanted, especially from the past, and just tapping back into that energy. When we're like in a childlike, imaginative state, and that's very apparent here also with Cancer. It's like you're not Pisces, but you are a water sign as well. And it's like being able to tap back into even things that bring us like a source of comfort, things that we've loved, things that we've always felt secure engaging in, or things that we've desired and wanted even from childhood. I think it's time for you to just tap back into that energy, into that childlike nature. So if you always knew that you always wanted like a good family life, or it seemed like you all are mature, and it's like you actually want something serious in your life. Like you feel like having a good sense of community around you is going to enrich your life. And I definitely agree. It's like when you have good people around you, it makes your life better. So I just feel like you all are mature and you just want something more solid, is what I want to say. Like, whether it's friends, whether it's lovers, one person that you end up getting married to, like, you just want a solid community of people around you. So yeah, especially if you all have been lonely, loneliness seems like it's coming up again, especially if you all have been lonely. Like, I get it. Okay, the path forward has definitely been lonely. But yeah, your life direction is being highlighted. So I think it's time for you to tap back into just what you've always wanted from the time that you were a child. Or I feel like it's also just putting yourself, like I said, in that space of, getting into your imagination. And it's taking us back to the Seven of Cups energy as well, because in its highest vibration, the Seven of Cups is really about you leaning into that higher faculty of your imagination. Like, if you don't allow yourself to dream, then how are you going to know what's possible for you? Because you're literally not allowing yourself to dream. Okay, you're literally not allowing yourself to do that. So with the Seven of Cups, allow yourself to dream and be in your imaginative headspace. Allow yourself to fantasize. All right. But understand that it could just be an illusion and fantasy. You actually have to choose something. So yeah, that's why we have the magician energy here. It's like you need to choose something, concentrate on that thing, and speak positivity into it. And also understand that you have to make the necessary changes to get what it is that you want. So yeah. Am I preaching to the choir though? Because I feel like y'all already know this. Like, I feel like y'all already know this. Like, okay, so what do we need to surrender so that we can lean into this blessing? Yeah, it seemed like the blessing is within you. Okay, that's just what it seemed like. It's about you realizing your source of power. Okay, it's about you being resourceful as well. It's about you thinking quicker. Because I get it. When you're in the dark, it can be scary. Okay, it's not comfortable. And cancers love to be comfortable. So it's not comfortable. I get it. Um, so you have to create a sense of a comfort within yourself. So I feel like you need like some affirmations, something like that. Things that you can speak to yourself. That's what you need. Yeah. So, okay. So here for you all, we have surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. This is definitely true if you identify with the message, because I also see the Five of Swords within the reverse. So this is true if you identify with the message of like maybe feeling like you had an opportunity for something in the past, like you had an opportunity for a happy family, you had an opportunity for a stable relationship, or you might have felt like you invested in a bad relationship, or you invested in just connections that were not good for you. It's like this is about you also having forgiveness for not only yourself but forgiveness for the other person as well. I feel like for some of you, you might feel like things are bleak and gloomy because of something that someone else did to you. And that's definitely very true here with the Five of Swords. So you could have experienced some manipulation here, thinking something was one thing and it's not. So you're feeling anxiety towards what you actually truly want in your life and in your future. So you might have felt like somebody stole that future from you, or the possibility or the potential for it to happen. So yeah, Spirit saying surrender resentments. And then we also have here on the bottom, because I wanted to get you another one. It says surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships, practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. But when I see surrender to setting limits, I feel like that's you setting limits for yourself. It may be thinking that you just like things are confusing for you and it's just fear of the unknown and what can you do? With this goddess of the moon card here, this is the high priestess. So you have to be comfortable navigating in uncomfortable, deep, intense emotions, things that are subconsciously going on beneath the surface. Like you have to, in a sense, find some empowerment from being in this energy, from being in the dark. Okay. Something that Cha Cha says all the time, like, and you can put it in the chat, Cha Cha, like, she literally says it all the time. It's like, if you're going through the dark, why would you stop? Like, why would you stop? So you just stop in the dark. If you're going through the dark, keep walking so you can get to the light. But yeah, that's it. That's it, Cancer. Let's go ahead and move on. I feel like I took a little extra time with your reading because I had to work out like what exactly is the blessing. So, yeah, Cancer. Yeah, Cancer. I just think you want something real. Okay, you want something real. Yeah, do what's better. Do what's best for you. The Black Medusa. You gotta do what's best for you. So you always have to do what's best for you, and it takes time too. So just do what's best for you. Something I'm trying to have with myself is patience because I'm a fire sign. Okay, I'm a Leo. So it's just I realize that I just need to have a little bit more patience with myself and not forcing the process or like everything I'm telling you is definitely something that I can use for myself as well. So that's why I like channeling messages because it really be some real shit. And then you realize like, yeah, it was for you, but it's for me also. So yeah, I just have to be more patient with myself and allow myself the time to feel how I need to feel. But I know what has been the source of that impatience, and it's not just about me being a Leo. Okay, I know where it comes from or where it stems from, rather. So okay, Scorpio, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, Scorpio, your timestamp is gonna be 51:30. And yeah, I don't mind talking about myself. Like, I really don't. But you know how sometimes people be like, stop talking about yourself. But I just feel like if I'm relating to y'all, y'all will understand that I'm a real and genuine person. But sometimes people like talking, but they can't ever talk about what they're personally going through or what they've experienced. But it's like me, I'm gonna tell you what I went through. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I went through. Sometimes people be trying to play me. They be trying to act like I ain't go through shit, and it's like I went through mad stuff. Like, but if I still look good, that's a testament to God's grace and mercy in my life. So what are you talking about? All right, let's go ahead and move on, Scorpio. Let's see what your blessings, are, or what the blessings are that are coming your way. Okay, see you next time, Black Medusa. Black Medusa probably already left. But all right, thanks for subscribing. Ooh, some of my astrology cards fell off the table because this card flew out. What is this? Okay, so we have adjacent possibilities. I love this for y'all. Taurus. I'm sorry, y'all. I had one more card. It's Aries. Y'all, please don't let me forget to do Aries because the astrology card thing that I used like flew off of the desk. So please don't let me forget to do Aries. Oh, thank you so much, T. Thank you so much, T. T. Like, yo, I'm like T. T-E-E. Okay, it's giving yep in my white tea. All right, so, okay. Let's see what's going on here, Scorpio. Oh, okay, Scorpio. Yeah, so, this, yeah, for you all, it's more so something, the blessing is something being exposed. So you have to be very careful because I feel like right now you're experiencing some financial issues and you'll know if you are or not. If you're not experiencing financial issues, this might not necessarily be your reading. It's either you're experiencing financial issues or you might have money, but you fear losing that money. So it's kind of giving me like Four of Pentacles energy also. So Four of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. You'll know where you are energetically. It's either you are being very cautious, being very risky with your money and with your savings, not trying to do too much out of fear of losing money, or you're just not doing too well right now. Okay. You're not doing too well. And I'm not going to call you broke. I'm just going to say that you have a lot of constraints. Like there's a lot of areas in which your money has to be delegated. So you just may not have enough after you're done paying bills and helping family and doing what you need to do for yourself. All right. So, hey, SB the Foodie. Right now, I'm on Scorpio. I just started that. So, yeah. Scorpio. So it's one of those two things that's going on with your financial situation. So you really have to be very careful about what you decide to do to earn more money or to earn an income, because I feel as though an opportunity that you think is a really great opportunity for you, as far as it relates to earning more money for yourself and maybe even doing something that you love, like it's not bad. It's like if you know that you can take an opportunity to do something that you love, that you identify with, and you know it's going to earn you some type of money, it's like you're going to be inclined to want to take it because it's fulfilling two different needs that you have, like the material need of having the money, the emotional need of doing what you love. So I get it, but you really have to look into that situation because it may be a deceptive stream of income, or someone may be deceiving you or exploiting your talent, exploiting your abilities, or even exploiting your emotional connection to that thing. So it's kind of making me think about like the entertainment industry and how some people are just exploited and taken advantage of because let's say they had a love of music and they always wanted to sing. So they finally have an opportunity to sing, and now they getting scammed and exploited because of their talents. So that's all I'm saying is that's one example, but I'm just telling you that like the blessing is something about to be exposed, like an opportunity that you thought was the best thing for you. There's strings attached. So you want to be careful with you deciding to do this because it could be very deceptive. It's going to give you the promise of addressing your financial and emotional needs to do something that you love and to earn money, but no, you got to be careful. So let's get some more information with the tarot. Somebody else, I forgot what sign that was, but they were exposing, I think it was Aquarius. Yeah, Aquarius, a hater was being exposed. So yeah, Scorpio, an opportunity that's not the best for you is about to be exposed. And it's sad too, but see, the thing is you really have to utilize discernment because you have other options. So don't choose. You have other options. So don't choose that thing that might seem really appealing. Like you want to look into it, okay? Like because you have other options. I know it's sad, right? Because it's like you should choose the thing that you find to be the most appealing, but I don't know. In this case, it just seems very deceptive, and I feel like there's strings attached. Yeah, you all got the King of Pentacles, but then you got the Three of Pentacles within the reverse, and then you also got the Page of Wands within the reverse as well. So yeah, you have to really try to not what the other well SB, you're gonna have to use some discernment here because the fact of the matter is that someone is going to try to be very convincing. They're going to be talking to you about all of these great things that you can do or these great things that are going to be happening down the line, and they have no intentions on following up. Okay, so you have to try your best to not make a hasty decision. You can't be impatient, and you also cannot be distracted. So you have to be focused, and you really have to listen to what this person is saying and to test their, what I heard was test their spirit, or just test everything against your intuition, because they're going to be telling you a lot, but they're not going to have any intentions on following up. So it's going to seem like it's future faking. Okay, it's going to seem like it's future faking. And then also on top of that, this opportunity, you might feel like you're going to be properly supported. You might feel like that. And there might even be someone that is in a leadership position that is doing well. Okay, they're earning money, they're doing exactly maybe you feel like they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing as far as being ambitious, as far as being a good businessman, as far as being reliable. Like you're gonna look at this person and trust them based off of how they look. Okay, like thinking that they are stable, they got money, they definitely do, but you have to understand that there's going to be strings attached to whatever work or whatever contract that you sign for. Okay, so there's going to be strings attached, and I just think one of those things that you're going to experience, like, and it's so sad to say, is like you're really not going to be supported in a position. So if you take particular position and you start to see that there's a lack of cohesion, you start to see that there is no teamwork or people just don't care, and you're the only person that's put in an effort, is really going to turn you off. So even though it was a chance to address your financial situation, you're going to understand that there's other important aspects that are connected to this opportunity that are just like, it's just turning you off. It's red flags. It's not worth it. So there's going to be other aspects to this opportunity that are not going to be worth it. So that's all I'm saying. So basically, yeah, you have to definitely look at that, because you're going to be offered something, an opportunity, but yeah, there's definitely strings attached, and you will 9 times out of 10 be exploited. Like your labor, your energy, your resources, your skills, your capabilities, these things are going to be exploited. So yeah, you're welcome, SB and J Dog Daniels. Thank you so much. Yeah. So the challenge here for you all, the card that you got is Bride in a Cage. So it's just your expectations. And I get it, because it's like you just are looking for that thing that's really going to take your life to the next level. Like, I get it. You have high expectations. You want a lot. You need a lot. You're excited to address your financial problems. Like, you really are. I get it. But it's like you can't get too ahead of yourself. It's sad, because it's like it happens like that, where you know, lower vibrational forces will definitely use things that you really do want and things that you really do desire against you. So you have to understand that this is what's going on here. Okay, so I know you have expectations, but don't let your expectations make you delusional, and don't have, it's not like realistic, it's not like unrealistic expectations. I think it's idealistic. Are we still on the water signs? Yeah, Scorpio. So y'all, it's idealistic expectations. So that's all I'm saying. All right, so what should you surrender to? Okay, so we have here surrender, obsessive thinking. Yeah, I get it. Because, I mean, when your financial situation is not the best, it's like you got to obsessively think about it. But it's just interesting, because on this card here, we have this apple. And whenever I see this card here, surrender, obsessive thinking, it makes me think a lot about like Snow White for some reason. Like, just because of the apple. And it's like, remember how in Snow White, the wicked stepmom definitely was being mad, deceptive, and offering her something that they knew was not good for her, but she took it anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she took it anyway. So I'm just saying, like, that's a metaphor for what's going on here. Like, you're being offered something that is not the best for you. It's actually quite deceptive. So don't be tempted by that. Okay, if you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So yeah, especially being in this adjacent possibilities energy, which is like the 7 of Cups, you're having a hard time deciding and choosing, then yeah, I do think that you should tap into your intuition to discern if you should take an opportunity or not. But this card is also saying that, like, just turn the dilemma over to spirit so you can receive some additional support and assistance in being diverted away from this exploitive opportunity. So yeah, that's it. That's it, Scorpio. We're gonna move on to Pisces. I'm gonna get a sip of my energy drink and some water, and then we're gonna keep it pushing. But I hope you all are doing well. I don't know what I was expecting as far as like these blessings that are coming forward. Because I feel like whenever you say blessings, it's like people think like, oh, it gotta be money, But I wasn't expecting like a blessing to be someone getting exposed, or a blessing to be like even a deceptive opportunity being exposed, so you can divert that. So I wasn't really expecting a message like that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. If it's for you, then it's for you. But yeah, I hope that you all are doing well. I'm just going to exit the live on my phone and come back into it. just to make sure that the chat is refreshed. Let me go back to home. Okay, you said you love a good expose. That is hilarious. I do too. I do too. Like, I just heard an offer you can't refuse. So it's gonna be like that. Where they're gonna be like, no, this is an offer. You gotta take it right now. Like, you gotta take it now. It's gonna be all of this, all of these great things to come down the line. And it's like, come on now. It's a lie. It's future faking. They don't have no intentions on delivering what they told you. All right, Pisces, we're at one. Let's just do 106 even. I feel like I'm doing really well with time. We got through Pisces. This will be half of the zodiac. All right, Pisces. Let's go. All right, so the blessing. What are the blessings coming your way? Oh, okay. Like, okay. Let me get a second. Pisces. See how you like this money mantra? Yo. Yo. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So seems like a rich and wealthy partner here. Hey, Nero. I hope I said your name correctly. Yeah, seems like a partner here. We have a man, we have man holding a heart. Man holding a heart is well, for me at least, King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups. That's what I'm picking up. And typically with the King of Cups, I associate this with Cancer. So it seems like there's gonna be a very, I heard, benevolent energy coming into your life. Someone who is very calm, meditative, someone who is compassionate, diplomatic, someone who has their emotions in check, so they understand how to emotionally regulate. They have emotional intelligence. It's just someone that you could be comfortable around. Okay, like someone who is not going to be so like reactive emotionally, someone who is going to respond. So they're going to give you a level of like emotional security. Okay, like, you ever been in a relationship with someone where it's like when you try to talk to them about like how you feel emotionally, and they just be like they just be doing all of that, like, because they don't want to hear what you have to say. It's like, yeah, this is the opposite energy. Like, this is the thing I like about emotionally stoic people, is because it's like when you need comfort, that they're not going to be so reactive with them, experiencing how you feel. They're not going to be so reactive during those, communications. But the downside to emotionally stoic people is it could seem too nonchalant sometimes, because it just be like, okay. So, that's just something I feel like you're going to have to accept with this person, because when you need them to be comforting, at least they can do that. So, hey, okay, hey. But yeah, so we even have door to value here. So it seems as though like this person is doing pretty well financially, or it seems like they could have some type of opportunity, maybe even connected to something that you really love to do, something that could also help you with your own sense of independence financially. So it looked like they're going to be supporting, providing, helping, or even inspiring you, even just and it doesn't even necessarily have to be like just straight giving you money, but also maybe connecting you to an opportunity that opens doors. Okay, connecting you to an opportunity that opens doors. So yeah, this is really nice. For you Pisces that are males, and that you're not really interested in men, like, this is just also you. But for you, basically what it's saying is that it's like you're going to be experiencing some type of prosperity as well. Okay, and it's going to open up if you want love and romance is like, as you increase your financial stability, is going to open you up to maybe having more dating options, or putting you in a different type of community that allows you to be in closer proximity with the type of partners that you want. Okay, like the type of partners that you would like to be with or entertain. So that's what this is saying as well. But yeah, if you're a woman and you're seeking a masculine man, then yes, there's somebody coming in that is, you know, pretty good financially, or they have resources. They are able to connect you to something that can help your stability, all right, and help you become independent. So that's that. And yeah, I feel like you should be looking forward to a lot of success and achievement, and even just this person either becoming a friend to you, or you all actually building a rapport and moving into a love relationship, a love and romantic relationship. So yeah, this is definitely admire. And even if they approach you on some business type time, like, it's love behind it. Okay, even if they try to approach you like, oh, it's just business, like, okay, all right, it's just business, all right. So yeah, yeah, you definitely will be experiencing some success and achievement alongside this person. So that sounds really nice. That sounds really nice. You said meet them in the room. Yo, that sounds really nice. Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, you want like this, you want like this. And even for you all that are masculine presenting men, and you know you're not interested in men, it's like you are definitely going to be increasing your like, as you get more money, it's like your sex appeal going to be increasing, like your stock is going to go up, and you're going to have options if that's what you want. You're going to be experiencing success. There's going to be people around that want to be with you, that want to date you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. People, exactly, they do. They be trying to use business. Once they find out you're an entrepreneur and you do stuff. Like, yeah, you all have definitely experienced some pain as it's associated with romantic partners. Like, you've experienced breakups, you've experienced sadness, depression, loss, regret. Like, you even been crying. So I'm not laughing. It's just the way that I was saying all of those words back to back to back. But yeah, you definitely experienced some hurt. And it's sad because I feel like you've been put in a lot of, like, you know, just third party situations, or there's just always been people interfering. There's always been somebody that's had something to say, even when you are thinking about your financial stability and security and your independence. It's like, because this person coming in, or this opportunity coming in, this blessing is going to open up your finances. So, you know, so it's just like, why I say open up your finances, y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's going to help you experience a change within your finances. It's going to unlock a door for you. So yeah, I feel like there's always been someone saying something about you. Like, there's always been outside people, whether it's outside people associated with your financial situation, like having something to say, having conflicting ideas, or if it's, or yeah, or even other people putting obstacles in your way. So that's like the significance of this person, is like, where people have put obstacles in your way to block your money, is like this person is coming in to help you unblock it. Okay, they're coming in to help you unblock it. So yeah, I definitely feel like yeah, you've experienced a lot. Okay, you've experienced a lot. Even within your romantic life, there's always been some outside person, some outside influences, or even just a lot of people having something to say, or you not being on the same page within yourself, just experiencing a lot of internal conflict. So this is something new for you. All right, this is new. We have the Fool. So you're entering a new phase essentially within your life. So, you know, it's a new adventure. And I think basically this adventure is calling for you to be spontaneous and for you to lean into the change. It's like you actually have to take this risk. It's going to be risky because of what you've experienced in the past. It's going to be risky. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, because of what you experienced in the past. We have the Six of Cups within the reverse. So you're still holding on to a lot of unfortunate memories, considering or concerning relationships from your past. Okay. And you also have an issue with independence as well. So you all can still very much highly be connected to your family at this point in time in your life. Um, yeah, maybe have some issues with moving forward and leaving home with the Six of Cups within the reverse. But yeah, you have a lot of issues associated with your past. I think this is just bringing up what I confirmed there within that message. But yeah, it's time for you to experience something new. It seems like the energy has kind of been building up in that direction anyway. Like you've been wanting this, you've been focusing on this. Like, so now I feel like the opportunity is finally happening. So you've been focusing a lot on this. Like, you potentially have even been building yourself up just to, yeah, just to prepare yourself. Yeah, there's a lot here that has to do with independence and freedom. Okay, there's a lot here that has to do with independence and freedom. You've been working a lot on getting over fear, okay, and reclaiming your sense of personal power and reclaiming control over your life. So you've been doing a lot, and I think the opportunity is coming. So what I would say with the full energy is, it's not like, oh, you being stupid. It's like you just have to take the opportunity because you've experienced a lot of conflict in the past. So take the opportunity. Yeah, don't be withholding. Yes, you can still be cautious, but I think you should be open as well with the Four of Pentacles within the reverse. And thank you so much, Money Mantra, for the super chat. And thank y'all so much for the hearts. Yeah, it just, the more cards I keep pulling, it's just telling me just about the issues and challenges that you all have experienced. Okay, like you can't be stubborn, don't be rigid. Like Spirit really wants you to get into the energy of the Fool, okay, and being okay with this sudden and unpredicted change or unpredictable change, this sudden and unexpected change. So with the Fool's energy, you can't really hesitate. You just have to kind of take it. You can't hesitate. So let's see what challenges and issues have been surrounding this. Well, we already see from the past like what challenges and issues, because that's coming up here as well. But yeah, another challenge for you all could potentially be procrastination. Like I literally just said, you cannot hesitate. So don't try to put off for tomorrow what you can actually do today. So if this opportunity comes, like, because oftentimes it's like that, blessings do come through other people. So, I would say don't really procrastinate on it. That's the issue. You're going to be tempted to want to procrastinate, and you might also be tempted to want to act out a little bit, okay? Because you're in your Queen of Swords energy, Pisces. So you might want to act out a little bit. Okay? You might want to. You all might be in your Deborah Cox energy. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. That's y'all. That's y'all's energy right now. That song. So you might be tempted to procrastinate or to not take the opportunity or to not want to welcome it in or to not want to invite it into your life. But like I was speaking earlier with Aquarius, when you're in the Queen of Swords energy, it's not about blocking everything. Like boundaries isn't just about blocking everything. Sometimes with boundaries, it's about allowing stuff in. And that's how the Queen of Swords is. She's inviting. If I could find the tarot card, I would show y'all. But when you look at the image of the Queen of Swords, she got one hand out. Okay. And for me, that handout is her saying, okay, show me what you got. Okay. But she got the sword so she can be quick with the blade like Sensei if it's not working out. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, you're going to be tempted to procrastinate and tempted to block the opportunity. That's what you're going to be tempted to. Tempted to do. Okay. Why I just heard tempted to touch? Why I just heard that song? Yo, I'm done. I don't know if that song has anything to do with this reading. I just heard tempted to touch. Okay. Okay, so y'all have, no, it's not my only tattoo, T. I have a couple more. We have surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. So it seemed like this is something that's destined or fated to happen. So you just have to allow yourself to lean into the change of direction. Okay, you have to allow yourself to do that. With the Fool's energy, you're being called to step outside of your comfort zone. Yeah. Surrender. I got y'all another one. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So yeah, I think you're just holding on to an outcome of things potentially not working. And that's why you might not have the energy to want to like pursue romance or, you know, to pursue relationships with other people, is because you feel like it's not going to work out. Okay, you already are projecting what you think is going to happen, and it has not even happened. So your results that you're attaching yourself to, is not necessarily positive results. You're attaching yourself to negative and pessimistic results. So you kind of don't want to sabotage it before it happens. You could potentially sabotage it by being very bitter, harsh, and cruel with your words. You got to check that as well. Don't be as mean. And like, this person is showing up in the King of Cups energy. So yeah, you can always be Queen of Swords, but I would say maybe step into Queen of Cups energy as well, to show them that you also have the capacity to love and be compassionate. And yeah, just don't procrastinate. But all right, that's it, Pisces. Let's go ahead and move on. I feel like I went over a little bit too. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get a drink of water. You let me know if we should do earth signs or fire signs. I kind of want to just start with fire signs so I don't forget to do Aries, because like I said, the Aries the Aries astrological card that I use in this deck has flown off the desk. So yeah, you're welcome. You are definitely welcome. You are definitely welcome. Like, I'm definitely okay with doing this because the messages be helping me. Like I said, the messages be helping me. Okay, the messages be helping me. Like, all right, if I go to fire, I'm just gonna start with Aries because, like I said, for the umpteenth time, I don't know where that card is, and I don't want to forget to do it. All right, so Aries. Get some water. I went over on time a little bit with the water signs. That's good. I'm glad you liked them. I'm glad you like the messages. 122. It's nice to channel something different, right? Because like I said in the beginning of the live, like when you asking about other people's thoughts, feelings, and next actions, like things like that can just be too complicated and nuanced. And it's like we already have enough complications and nuances that we have to experience within ourselves. So sometimes it's nice to just like decenter these people and what they got going on, and just focus on yourself and what you got going on. Like sometimes it's nice to do that. Yeah. Sometimes it's nice to do that. It's like the Five of Wands energy. Like the Five of Wands isn't just about external influences causing conflicts and problems. It's also about inner conflicts. So it's like if you already are experiencing the Five of Wands within yourself, it's kind of hard to want to deal with someone that's also experiencing that. And then let's say you in a connection or relationship with them and then y'all actually have external pressures. It's like that should just be too much sometimes. All right, Pisces, I'm gonna have to change, not Pisces, Aries. Sorry, I'm gonna have to change your timestamp to one. Well, you know what? Let me just keep it at 122 because maybe that's for y'all. Maybe it's for y'all, right? All right, so what's the blessing that's on the way for you, Aries? What's the blessing? What is the blessing? Let me just get one more card so I can clarify. I might need two so I can clarify what's going on. Some of y'all get married? Like, what? I'm like, y'all get married? Like, I have two different messages here. I have two different messages, but it seems like you're attracting a partner. Like, because I'm picking up legal, like, not legal issues, but legal matters. And then we have contracts. And then we have the thinking man, which for me is the King of Swords energy, which is Libra also. And then we also have the, what is this? This is Angel. I feel like Angel of Love. I associate Angel of Love with the Queen of Cups. But then we also have, let me see, because I feel like some of y'all could be getting married. Like some of y'all could be getting married, but you're afraid. You're afraid to do so because it's going to cause you to have to like leave your home. It's going to cause you to have to step out of your comfort zone. But it sounds like it's either marriage that's happening, or if you know that you're not dealing with anybody, then I feel like there's some type of major contract that you're going to be signing that is going to get you out of your home environment, or is going to help you travel or take some type of opportunity that you could be holding yourself back from. So it's either you all getting married to someone, or you all being supported by, maybe a lawyer, being supported by someone who is intellectual, someone who knows the law, someone who has some type of expertise. um you're going to be supported by this person in signing a major contract that is literally going to change your life. So yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up is marriage. All right, let me get the tarot. Like, let me get the tarot and see what else is going on here. Let me get the tarot. Let me get the tarot, because for some reason I'm just getting that this is dependent on you stepping out of your comfort zone. Like if you remain where you are, it's not gonna necessarily help. It's not gonna help you. So I think this is more so about like your environment. So stepping out of this environment and experiencing this change in a relationship. Yeah, it's like you have to work yourself up to doing this, because I feel like some of y'all are scared to leave, or it's just something that's kind of holding you somewhere. I keep hearing that song by Chingy and Tyrese, Pulling Me Back. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, be back. But don't think about it in terms of what they talking about in the song. I just think it's energetically like you being pulled back. It's just crazy because it's like we're getting older, like we're growing up, people are maturing. So I'm just kind of like, you're getting married. Like I'm over here so like surprised, like somebody could be getting married. But yeah, for others of you, like I said, you're signing some type of major contract that is going to significantly change your life. Yeah. Let's look at what's going on here. Yeah, I think that some of you all have just been resisting this change within your life. I think the main change is like leaving your environment. So maybe there's been some type of like resistance there. And it's not to say that it's something that you're doing naturally, but it just could be external, like something external that is getting in the way of, change being able to happen and change being able to occur. But if this is something that you're doing by choice, like for example, if you know that you're in a connection with a soulmate and maybe you want to take the connection to the next level, it's like if this is of your own doing, then you would be trying to delay the inevitable. So I just feel like it's for you to be married, or it's for you to change the course and direction of your life. But you could be probably perceiving this thing as being a negative thing because you're used to being in your comfort zone. So it's like you're perceiving it to be a negative thing, and it's not. So for you all, this contract I feel like is associated with some type of dream that you've always had from the time that you were a child. So if you've had dreams of, let's say, traveling, or you've had dreams of being able to focus on your own sense of creativity, or, you know, creating things in your life. You all could be artists. Like if you've had dreams of maybe even developing a team to help you bring your creations to life, like things like that. It's like if you ever had a dream for some to complete some type of major project or some type of major goal, it's like you're gonna have the opportunity to do so. And it could be that this is just a part of like your journey in life. Like this is actually for you, or this is a part of like your soul's contract or something. Like you're destined to it seems like you're destined to be in a commitment, or it's like you're destined to attach yourself to something that like is going to change your life positively. So it's one or two stories. It's one or two stories. Like, but with the Six of Cups there, that's a soulmate energy. Okay, it's a soulmate energy. And even then, I feel like if you know you in a relationship and it's moving on to the next level, it's like you could potentially maybe even doubt that happening because you've experienced so many like complications with this relationship or with this specific person. Like it's just a lot of complications here, but it's also based on the fact that you all have had maybe a past life, and even with the contract card, you know, past life karma that you have to clear up. So it just seemed like what's going on here with these one or these storylines, one or the other storyline, is like what's going on here is like it seemed like it's fated or it's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen. Like, yeah, it's like your life with the Fool and the Page of Wands is like your life is destined for more adventure. It's just dependent on your ability to not hesitate. This is very similar to the Pisces reading because I think I was talking about hesitation. So it's just dependent on your ability to not hesitate and to just take the opportunity as it happens. And I think it's not going to be too difficult for you to take the opportunity because I feel as though you're going to trust that person that you're with. I feel like this person, whether it's somebody you're getting married to, like this is somebody who like actually has an interest in discovering you or getting to know your personality. You know, this is also someone who is willing to teach you something. Okay. Isn't it nice to be with someone that wants to teach you something? You know, and even if it's not you joining together with this person in marriage, it's like this is a partnership as well, because this person is going to help you become a lot knowledgeable about, like I said, some type of contract that you're going to be signing. But I think it has something to do with your creative projects, or like I said, something that you've always wanted to do from childhood. Yeah, and you might have felt like you would never have the opportunity to do it again. Okay, or you might have felt like you fumbled that opportunity in the past. But I get it. It happens. It happens. But yeah, it seems like this person coming into your life is gonna help to open your life up. I just heard a whole new world. So there's adventure, there's things that you can explore, there are possibilities out here, and yeah, now it's time for you to just step up and go after what it is that you want. So this is really dependent on you having a vision, okay? You having a vision, and y'all actually showed up, Aries with the King of Wands. So you actually showed up in your reading. Yeah, this is all about you having a vision, like a long-term vision, and you finally feeling bold and fearless and optimistic to go after what it is that you want. So yeah, there's a blessing coming. Like I feel like there's some type of contract that is being fulfilled, and it's up to you. Do you want it or not? So what are the challenges associated with this? I'm just like, it's up to you. Do you want it or not? What are the challenges? Yeah, feeling alone, like feeling like nobody out here in the world gets you, you know. I get it. I get it. Like you probably been solo for a while now, so I get it. And especially if this is in the case of like you trying to take your life to the next level with your creative hobbies and projects, it's like maybe this for you is like a manager, okay? A manager. But what I was kind of getting was like a lawyer, like someone to help you understand things like from an intellectual point of view. But and I also heard from a fundamental point of view, fundamental. So yeah, the challenge here is like you feeling alone. You know, maybe you even feel like misunderstood, like nobody gets you, or nobody's paying attention to you, or nobody cares about your vision and what you want. Even here with the Page of Wands, you know, you might think that people don't necessarily take you serious because they haven't seen the evidence of what it is that you want or what you've been saying that you want. So you might feel like nobody really believes it. They just think you're saying stuff. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. People want to think whatever they want to think. But yeah, so that's just kind of what's going on. You feel like alone, you feel vulnerable, you feel maybe a bit isolated, lonely, like no one else gets you, no one else knows what it is that you want or what you hope for, what you're expecting. So I get it. You're alone with this. It's like it's literally you and your own vision. That's it for now. But it's not like it's not gonna materialize. It's just that's what it is for now. Is you, your thoughts, your vision, and the things that you're inspired by. Okay, all of these things are just kind of like up in the air. So I think it's time for you to just continue to keep getting into your magician energy and bringing those things into your current reality. So speaking positively about these things, or just communicating, or using your words in a positive, uh, using your words in a way that's going to help you achieve what you want. But I see that this thing here is destined. It seems like it's fated, and it's going to happen. It's literally going to happen for you. So congratulations if this is marriage for you, or if this is your career being taken to another level, like actually being solidified, and also your career taking you places. So you're gonna be doing a lot of traveling. You're gonna be doing a lot of traveling, like just getting out of your immediate area. All right, Aries, I'm gonna let that go. Let's go ahead and move on to Leo. Let me know how y'all are feeling. Let me know how y'all are feeling. Shout out to everybody that is. Oh, dang. I didn't even tell you what you have to surrender to. Sorry. Sorry. Aries, what you have to surrender to. Yeah. I mean, one of the advice here is step out of your comfort zone and be ready for adventure with the Fool and the Page of Wands. Get excited. And also think bigger. You know, I feel like the environment that you're in, it kind of like has you thinking small, or just because you're experiencing small, like a smallness or whatever it is. It's like, you know, I'm doing this, but it's like, you know, constriction. So I get it. It's like you just have to think bigger. Remain focused on the bigger picture. What is this? Oh, surrender to wonder and awe. I love that for you. I love that for you. It says, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So just prepare to be amazed, is what it sounds like. Prepare to be amazed, and I feel like allow yourself to feel that. So I think this is like surrender to wonder all kind of gives me like the stars energy. So it may seem like this is a long shot. You know, it may seem like this is a wish, or this is something off in the distance, and this is kind of all based on potential, and we don't know if it's going to happen or not. Yeah, with this card, surrender to wonder and all, this is really about you maintaining a sense of faith, hope, and positive expectation that what you want can definitely happen, that your wishes and dreams can come true. Okay. And I like the stars energy because the stars energy talks a lot about like being authentic and also being true to yourself. So you have to be true to yourself, be true to what you want, and be so true to yourself that you don't allow the anxiety to keep you in your comfort zone. You kind of just have to go. Okay. Like you already been where you've been for some time now. So you might as well try something different and just go. Um, Oh, T said, I'm feeling great now that I've been watching you. You're the prettiest girl I've seen in my life. Oh, thank you so much. There's definitely a lot of beautiful women out here. So I definitely appreciate that. There's definitely a lot of beautiful women. And I'm just one out of the many. Okay. We got some pretty girls in the chats. Go ahead and put some. What y'all want to put in the chat for the pretty girls? Just put pretty girl emojis, okay? Whatever that means to you. Put pretty girl emojis in the chat, okay? Because there's a lot of beautiful women out here. But I appreciate your compliment. Pretty girl emojis. Yo, that is hilarious. All right, y'all. We're done with Aries. Yeah, we're moving on to Leo. Leo, your timestamp is going to be 140. 140 even. If you are a Leo. Yeah, so we have a recovering heart, a new heart. We have the new phone who this emoji, and we have the nails. I love that. Those are definitely pretty girl emojis. New phone who this. Okay, so Leo, let's go ahead and get into these blessings. Yeah, I feel like the readings have been a little longer because some of the same cards have been showing up, so I just need to expand on that. Sometimes it really be the same message, but I just like to expand and see like where it potentially differs. Leo, oh, I love this for you. Oh, this is definitely your wishes coming true. I love this for you. It's wishes coming true. It's you experiencing peace and happiness in your life. All right, let's see what else this has to do with. Let's just get some more information. Oh, victory! Victory! So you're winning something. I love that for you. I love that for you. Maybe this has been a long time coming. Like you actually being able to experience a sense of peace, harmony, stability within your life. Like maybe it's been a long time coming to where you're able to experience a true, like a truly balanced life. Like one that isn't too extreme and one that is working perfectly for you. So I like this. It seems like you are going to be more in control of your life. Your lifestyle is what I heard, but also your emotions, your emotionality. So let's get some more information. I want to know like more about what this victory is because it seemed like you're going to be winning something, achieving some type of status that is going to help you to feel a lot more like comfortable in life. Okay, so maybe you've experienced a lot of failures, and those failures building up over time has maybe it got you forgetting who you are as a person. Maybe you're forgetting that you are all of that. Okay, maybe you're forgetting that you are a natural born winner and leader. Maybe you're forgetting these things. So I think that this next win, this next success that you experience, this next achievement is going to help you remind yourself of who you are. Okay, and that happens in life sometimes. Like a lot of things happen and it kind of makes you forget who you are. Like, yeah, we have a lot of Leo cards showing up, Leo. So you're definitely in the building here. We have the Angel of Strength card here. Angel of Strength. This is Leo. This is like the strength card right here. So it's been, I just heard long suffering. Like you've been enduring something for a very long time. But with 5 here, it's like it's changing. So because you have been resilient, because you have stuck to your, I want to say like your intentions to experience a better balanced life, because you've stayed diligent, it's like you are finally going to be receiving this next success and victory. But I want to see what this victory is about, because this is not just a personal victory for yourself. Whenever I see this card here, it makes me think a lot about other people. It's like the Six of Wands energy, which is very Leo for me. Okay, the Six of Wands is a Leo type card. That's all I'm saying. Even though it's not necessarily assigned to Leo, I just do. If it is, then it is. But I don't know. I didn't read that nowhere. I just looked at it. It was like, yeah, that's giving Leo energy. It's proud. It's not necessarily arrogant or boastful, but the fact of the matter is that you got through some shit. You did what you had to do. You stayed down. You stayed diligent, and now you're going to experience the rewards of your efforts. And it's not just personally for you. It's like this is for everybody to see. So let's get some more information with the victory. Let's get some more information with the tarot to see what that victory is about. So yeah, we also have Door to Spirit here as well. So it just seems as though The universe is definitely on your side. So if you felt like the universe was not on your side, it's like you've been doing some work. It's like you've been desiring peace. You've been desiring an easier life, an easier lifestyle. And I see some lotuses on this card as well. So it's like you've been through some challenges, okay? Because lotuses, I feel like they grow in mud, right? Like they emerge from the mud. Like so it's just kind of like a flower just I think like in the song Luther with Kendrick, I feel like he says something about that like this is where like basically flowers grow out of concrete. You know, it's something, it's like a lyric like that that's in that song, but that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like a flower growing from concrete, like, or just emerging from the darkest places into success. So it might be like you going viral or something. Um, it's gonna seem like it's instant success, but it's not, because with the Angel of Strength card, it's like you've been trying to exhibit a sense of, like I said, emotional resilience and inner strength and courage and power, trying to overcome these challenges and things that have been in the way. So it's gonna seem like instant success. That's the blessing. It's gonna seem like instant success, but it's actually not. Leo is showing up heavy in this reading. Leo, because we also have the sun. So we have 3 Leo cards here. Okay. We have the sun, and this is again success. Okay, success. So yeah, you all are definitely winning something, like, and it's really going to put you in a different, on another level. Because I just heard that song by ASAP Ferg when he be like, I'm on a new level. So you could go listen to that song, because yeah, and it's really for all to see. So if you had any haters, it's all of that in a hater space, because your win is definitely about to be publicized. Everybody's going to see it. Nobody with the sun's energy is going to be confused about what is going on. Okay? Nobody's going to be confused about what is going on. So for some of you all, this could be like just a, like the cycle that you've been in your life has just been so hard. Okay? I feel like you've been doing your best to accomplish some type of goal. Some of y'all, this could be associated with school. Like I just heard graduating with your master's. So it can have something to do with school, or along the lines of maybe a skill or something that you've been working on, and maybe life has always gotten in the way. You've experienced issues with your creativity, and you've also experienced issues with like your executing on your goals or your hobbies or things that you wanted to do, or even your purpose in life. But like I said, you're going to be on a new level. So you've been experiencing a pretty weird cycle that for the longest time, it just wasn't closing. For the longest time, it just wasn't closing. Like it wasn't completed. So I just love this for you, because what it's saying here is like you're going to finally be experiencing success, because this cycle that you've been in has been very it's been ratchet. Okay, it's been ratchet, it's been ghetto, it's not necessarily what you want. And I also feel like, yeah, you got some people that's around you that's talking bad about you as well. So it kind of, a part of the blessing is that you're going to be putting a lot of these people to shame that have something to say. So you have people around you that's not really happy for you or for what you're doing. They're not really supporting you. They're not looking. So yeah, with this success that you're about to experience, this victory is like people cannot not look at you. Like they won't be able to look away. So yeah, we have the Page of Pentacles here. With the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you've been going in, like you've really just been, I feel like what people say is like pounding the pavement, like you've really worked hard. But I also feel like you've experienced some issues with maybe choosing the wrong things or making mistakes. But so when I see the Page of Pentacles energy, is kind of giving me the idea of like, if you know better, you'll do better. So I just think like through this cycle that you've been in, you've been learning a lot of lessons. You've experienced a lot of like quote unquote false starts, but it's not really like false starts. I feel like it's something that should have happened, so that you know so that you know how to better navigate it in life, you know, so that you know better how to navigate what you're currently working on, what you're finding success in. So it's not like a false start, but it's just kind of like I guess you could say a false start, but you know, it's just things not working out. Maybe you're working off of limited information. So yeah, it seems like you all are learning some new skills here as well. Um, yeah, when I see Page of Pentacles, it makes me think about like school, like being academic, you know, being academic, being reliable, like actually caring about what you're doing, being diligent, um, trying your best to not make mistakes. So I just think you've made a lot of mistakes, but purely from not paying attention, or what I just heard was not paying attention to the signs, is what I heard. But yeah, it seems like this is a financial success. Yeah, this is a financial success. The Ace of Pentacles keep coming out within a reverse. So yeah, you fumbled, but it's okay. Like Spirit really handed you the assist. So now at this point in time, you just have to do better with what you're being given, to do better with your resources, to do better with your time. So yeah, this is definitely a financial success and abundance that you will be experiencing through the rewards of your efforts and just what you achieve. And everybody's going to see this. So I'm just getting like instant virality, or yeah, it's just something along those lines, but everybody is going to see. So this is like a success that is going to be publicized, and a lot of people are going to be clapping for you. Oh, thank you, Lizette. Yeah, you're winning. You're winning. You're winning. You're winning. Yeah, so what's been the problem? I think this is similar to another sign. They had an issue also with aggression. And I get it. It's like when you're used to experiencing a certain reality within your life, it kind of holds you back, and it makes you feel like you're kind of stuck or limited in that situation, because this is kind of what's always been going on. But yeah, with Anchor and Chains, I just feel like it's about you just trying your best to remain in the best, like in a good vibration, trying your best. Um, it really is. Because it's easy for you to be limited and held back. So if you're angry, you know, we have the magician's energy here as well. It's like utilize your anger. And I mean, you're a Leo anyway, and Leos, like I know, tend to be very passionate about things. And the passion can turn to anger. The passion can turn to aggression. Okay. The passion, it's like the Five of Wands. Okay. The Five of Wands can be a very nice card where it's like you just kind of going back and forth with somebody. But once you say the wrong thing, it's like it could go from 0 to 100 real quick. So that's all I'm saying is like, yeah, it's good to be passionate about things, but like if it goes to anger, then the best thing that you can do is with the magician energy is like be resourceful with that anger. Use that anger and alchemize it and create something with that energy. So yeah, that's a challenge here. Another challenge is also going to be within you being able to sustain this victory. This victory could potentially cause you all to get a little narcissistic, okay? Get a little ahead of yourself, a little proud. So you just have to stay humble. That's all I'm saying is like, I wanted to say like stay down, but it's like just remain humble. Like, yes, you're accomplishing this thing. Yes, you're finding success. Yes, everybody knows your name. Yes, everybody's going to be clapping for you. You are going to have some people that are gossiping about you and not really liking what you have going on. But you have to remain as humble as possible. So that's the challenge here. Like, check your anger and also check your sense of humility, because you're going to be winning. Okay, so I feel like don't get too full of yourself. Remember everything that you had to go through to get to where you are. And also realize that you have the capacity, because you have been patiently going about this. I just heard patiently waiting. You have the capacity to remain centered. So, all right. So what is the advice for you? Okay. So you all have the advice is to surrender to spirit. Good. Yeah, because you're angry. Like, you're angry with maybe the fact that things aren't going where you want it to go, or you still feel like you're attached to your old life. Okay, you still feel like you're attached to a reality that you don't want to be attached to, which is very true because we have the world here. Okay, so the cycle that you in, it's a little ratchet and struggly, okay? But it is definitely going to experience a sense of completion and fulfillment because you've actually put in the hard work that's necessary. And that's why I like the world's energy. Like, in order for you to even get to the next level, that means that you have been putting in some type of diligent and disciplined effort to achieve or to find success. So you've kind of just been pounding the pavement, and I don't think you've experienced that victory that you're looking for, but it's coming in. But I think it's also, like I said, it's dependent on you knowing better and doing better. So with the Page of Pentacles, that pentacle, I'm looking at it like it's a compass. Like, so now you have a better sense of direction because of the mistakes that you've made in the past. Okay, so I'm just getting kind of like a judgment type of energy as well. Like, you're taking accountability for your past actions. But yeah, we have surrender to spirit. It says, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So that's definitely what's going on here. Like, I just heard all that you can. Oh, dang, did this reconnect? I don't know, but I'm really going in right now. But yes, after you've done all that you can, you have to stand. Okay? Stand. Because you're doing great. Okay? So surrender to spirit. Things are working out for you. The magic is happening. Literally, you're entering with doors of personal healing and happiness. Like, look, you're entering the world of milk and honey. Okay? The land of milk and honey, the world, the universe, whatever that is. Like, that's what you're entering. So this is nice. This is definitely nice. Good for you, Leo. Let's go ahead and move on to Sagittarius so we can finish up the fire signs. Yeah, this Anger and Chains card actually has a lion's head right there. So yeah, Leo, you definitely showed up and showed out in the reading for today. I'm trying to tell you, you definitely showed up and showed out. Yeah, your energy is definitely very strong. So yeah. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Yes, Leo is giving stardom. That's what I heard, stardom. Like, yeah, everybody is going to see this accomplishment. Everybody is going to see it. T, I definitely am on Instagram. My Instagram is on the link to my Instagram, and also the link to my personal readings, and even the link to my Etsy store where I post my line of 3D and hand painted gel nails is all on the main page of my channel. I have all of my links there. All right, Sagittarius, let me get something to drink, but I'm going to write down the timestamp. We are at, I'll just put 1:57:30 for Sagittarius. How are y'all doing? Everybody that's in the live, just go ahead and let me know how you all are doing. Let me know how y'all are doing. Also, okay, you from Vegas. That's what's up, Christopher. I went to Vegas one time, and I went during the worst time of the year. Well, to go to Vegas, like, it was hot. Okay, it was hot. Couldn't take it, which is to be expected, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to Sag. Like, what are the incoming blessings? Okay, what are the blessings coming your way? We got happy family. Okay, 10 of Cups. We did 10 of Cups, but with happy family, this is number 4. So you said can't tell me about being hot. I know that's right. I know that's right, Christopher. With this being number 4, this also reminds me of the 4 of Wands as well. So this is nice. Okay, like, that's a good blessing. Happy family. So if this is not you developing your own family, this could also be just you experiencing a sense of peace. I also feel like it's a reconciliation as well with your family. So some of you all could be estranged, or you could have like an estranged family member. Maybe even a family member that's missing, and it's like this family coming back together. So yeah, even if this is your own personal family, you've been having some marital issues or some family discord, some issues with the child. It's like this is coming back together. Yeah, we have hostilities. It's been some drama here. You've been experiencing some drama with your family unit, whether it's you being a child, an adult child, and you have issues with your parents and other family members, or you having your own family, like I said, having issues with people that you're supposed to be looking after. Yeah. It says hostility, so what's that about? It's just giving drama. It's giving people not seeing eye to eye. It's giving fights, defensiveness. Some of you could be having issues with like inheritance as well. Issues like your family is fighting because of an inheritance that's supposed to come to you and it's blocked, or someone else is in control of that money and they're deciding to not help you. Like, that's weird. Like, what is that? Like, yeah, somebody purposely blocking some type of opportunity for you. Or if this is like you experiencing issues, like if this is within your own personal family unit, like it seemed like it's money being blocked from you, or you're not being properly supported. Maybe you having issues with taking care of the kids. Like, yeah, it just seemed like this blockage is going to clear up. Yeah, I'm just getting heavily like it's just that storyline of maybe it's money, it's something that's supposed to come to you, but it's like other people that's blocking it, they're being defensive. You keep talking about it, you keep asserting yourself, advocating for yourself and what your needs are. Like, you know that something is destined for you, but it's just for some reason it's being blocked from you, or you're not being allowed to have it, but it's at your expense because someone else is controlling and making decisions. So anyway, it just seemed like that blockage is getting cleared up. Like, whatever is being held back from you, you're gonna get it. In the case of you being estranged and like from family and this being a peaceful resolution, like that's going to happen as well. So you know that you've been missing family, you've been lonely, you've not been supported. Like, I think things are coming back together again. Or this is also you even being a part of a community that can support you in ways that maybe like the closest family members to you, friends, have not been able to do so. I hope that's making sense, y'all. Like, I really hope that's making sense because I'm just like, what is this? What is this? But I definitely do think that you are trying to speak up for something that is rightfully owed to you. And I think that you're being purposefully um restricted from having something. It's like you're experiencing a deficiency of love, of support, of community. So that's being cleared up. Yeah, you just don't feel supported and cared about. I feel like your family has the ability to help you. Like, there's resources here. They could if they wanted to. Maybe this is also within your inability to speak up. So I think you might be forced into, let me not say forced, but I think you might be encouraged to have to continue to keep speaking up. Others of you are okay with advocating for yourself, and the other group of y'all may have some issues with speaking up and speaking your truth. Okay, what you know to be true, what's coming from your intuition, what spirit is telling you. Is like maybe you're too afraid to speak up and say what the truth is, but I think you have to. Yeah, some of y'all have to really just speak up for what you want. If you want peace, if you want healing, if you want restoration, then you have to speak up for it. If you feel like there's needs that you have and you're purposely being neglected, you have to speak up for that. Because I think you are. I feel like you were purposefully being neglected, like I keep saying, like on purpose. Like, or somebody removed themselves from your life on purpose. Or if you're the person that's estranged, it's like you were estranged on purpose. Like, like it's, I hope it makes sense to y'all. Let's get the tarot. I hope it makes sense to y'all. The blessing is restoration, or you receiving what has been withheld from you, whether it's an inheritance, a sense of community, love, attention, somebody to care about you, somebody to consider you. That's what's coming up here. Yeah, this has to do with your sense of community, feeling alone, feeling estranged. I just keep hearing estranged. Yeah, I think this mostly has to do with your financial situation. I feel like your financial situation is heavily influenced by your family. Like you could be helped, but you're not being helped. Yeah, I think that a truth is going to be revealed here. I think that's the blessing. Like some type of truth surrounding your financial situation is about to be revealed. I think you're going to realize, and not just your financial situation, but I feel like your sense of foundation and stability. I think you went through a lot of like familial traumas. Like a lot of the issues that you've experienced has come from your family. And the thing is like everybody doesn't experience family discord. That's the thing. Like everyone doesn't have a messed up, narcissistic, abusive family. Like some people actually do have loving family structures and foundations. So, yeah, your pile Sagittarius is about family, your connection to family, even trauma that you've experienced. Yeah, it's sad. I feel like I just keep getting like y'all just want somebody to love you, somebody to care for you, somebody to provide for you. You want to feel loved. It's like you've been feeling neglected, like not taken care of. And the truth is gonna come out. So maybe that's the blessing in realizing that like things have been intentionally held back from you on purpose. So maybe that'll give you the strength that you need to speak up and say something about this. Or this is not necessarily you causing problems. Maybe you do have to say this to inspire some type of togetherness. Maybe there is something that you say that changes the perspective of what's going on. So you actually have more power than you think. I think it's just coming through you being able to have the courage to speak up and to communicate. Maybe communicating ways in which you've been neglected, communicating ways in which your family and the dynamics within your family has not been working smoothly. Like, what do you think? You know, what do you think? I just heard the word prognosis. So, what do you think the problem is? But for a lot of you, I think it's just been an absence of love and support. You just have not been supported because you want community. You want to feel included. With the four of, why I say the four of, I'm done. With the happy family card with four, making me think about the four of wands. That makes me also think about community, feeling stable, feeling comfortable at home, feeling included, feeling like you belong. It's like having a sense of belonging. So for a lot of y'all, I feel like it has something to do with like family estrangement or missing family members, not being in a cohesive family unit, not being taken care of and supported. Like, and then we also have the King of Pentacles here as well. And the King of Pentacles can definitely represent the patriarch of a family, you know, the provider, the protector, maybe even your father. So we could have some issues here with our father, okay, or the lack thereof, a father's intervention in your life. So I'm kind of getting that as well. And it definitely has messed up your sense of foundation and your ability to even like be in relationships. Like maybe you don't trust relationships, or you feel like you have to be independent. You don't feel like there's, you know, anybody that you can collaborate with, can mesh with, can have some type of shared or collective goals with. So I feel like your family issues that you've been experiencing has affected your relationships, like, or even romantic relationships, or even your friendships. How you have relationships has been affected. Like, that's all I'm saying. And then we also have the Emperor within a reverse. So yeah, it seemed like it's some type of father wound here. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Emperor in reverse. And you also may not really trust your family because you feel like there could be some type of like strings attached. or you feel like there's some type of like power dynamics, like they trying to control you or something, control you through finances or not supporting you, the lack thereof, finances and helping, you know. So it's something like that. Like, yeah. Let's see what else are the challenges. I said it's something like that. Yeah, I hope y'all appreciate this reading because I didn't think it was gonna kind of get this deep, but there's so many cards here that have to do with your foundation, with your stability. Even here with compromise, maybe you have to, in order to restore some type of peace to your situation, maybe you have to compromise. But compromising is only going to happen through communication. Yeah, and being vulnerable, being willing to work things out. When I see the strength card and it relates to relationships and maybe even relationships that are going through a lot, this is letting me know that if you and maybe this other party or these other parties are able to have a conversation and just be completely vulnerable, then you can come to a solution. So it's just about you wanting to actually get over these issues or to navigate these challenges, to actually want to move past them. So yeah, the sun, not the sun, strength and the chariot definitely have some similarities because it's all about emotional resilience. So yeah, it's a lot going on here emotionally that you are working through. Okay, but I definitely do feel like you've experienced a lack of love. You've experienced a lack of love. I can definitely say that. So let's see, what are the challenges? I want to get another card. You said, Key, you said, yep, don't want me to penny shop. What do you mean by penny shop? What do you mean by penny shop? The challenge is within the perception. It's within the perceptions, I think, that other people like project onto you. I think there's a lot of projection here. Some of y'all could be like the black sheep or the person that is just not being looked after or taken care of. So some of y'all could really be the black sheep within your family dynamic. Or you just, it's just like I said, you either the black sheep or you have not been properly loved, taken care of. Someone has not been there for you. And I'm kind of getting that it's the father, your father, or a father figure. But yeah, it's kind of like the perception. I feel like you're being perceived as being like a parasite, or you're being perceived as, you know, someone that, you know, you're being selfish and no, you got enough, and oh, you're an adult now, and oh, you should be able to figure this out. Like, I just think you have a lot on you and you just need to be supported. That's what you need. You just need someone to support you and understand you and to not project some type of inaccurate perception of who they think you are. You know, especially if you're an adult and you're having issues with adulting, or you just want to experience support within your family. It's like sometimes people look at you like, oh, you're an adult, you should be able to create love in your life in other ways. But everybody wants to be cared about. I don't care how, you know, inhumane people try to be, you know, like that's a part of humanity. Is like you want to be cared about, you want to be supported. But yeah, that's the challenge here. I think that the people that's around you that are not supporting you, or the people that are around you that are just kind of like allowing things to remain in discord and conflict, is like they're used to that being a continuous dynamic. They don't really see a problem with what is going on. So you probably just looking like, y'all don't see an issue. No, they don't. They don't see an issue because they're, if they had if they weren't supported, they had a chance to speak up and they didn't. They just kind of went ahead with whatever the family dynamic is. So that's a challenge, is like you can't become like one of these people regardless of if what they're projecting onto you. Like you have to speak up and advocate for what your needs are. And I think through you doing that, that's when, you know, doors are going to open for you. So maybe you just haven't been, I don't know, maybe not speaking up enough, or just allowing the situation to play out and just kind of like rolling over and allowing it to happen, giving up. It's like, don't. Like, you feel strongly and you know what you want and you feel some type of way. So continue to advocate for what your needs are. Yeah, it seems like you just need somebody to care about you. Like, you have community coming in for you, okay? You have community coming in. You have inclusivity coming in, compromise, you know, security, stability, a sense of belonging. Like, that's coming in for you. So that's the blessing. I feel like you've kind of been on your own or scapegoated or just estranged for so long that you just kind of wonder, like, is this what it's gonna be? So it seems like it's restoration of some type of like community or family restoration. All right, so what do you need to surrender? I'm gonna go ahead and close up this reading, Sagittarius, because I'm just kind of like, what is this? Like, what is it? Is your family being restored? Aww. Aww. Okay, so at least the universe is supporting me as I do this reading for y'all today, okay? The universe is supporting me and spirit is supporting me as well. Your surrender card is surrender to receiving support and love. So, yeah. It ties into everything I was saying, but I was really just like, what is going on? Sometimes it be like that. But we have here the surrender card says surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So, yeah, you have community coming in. You have people coming in, whether it's your own family unit, you're repairing it, whether it is your, your other family, you're repairing it. Like yourself. I hope y'all get what I'm saying, because it's like you have your family, but then you also can create a family with your new partner and have kids. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So, regardless of what family unit you're a part of, like, it's going to be repairing itself, or also you just receiving support and love from other people. So, that's amazing. I love this for you because I just was picking up that you're not being supported and you're not being loved, and I'm glad this definitely confirmed the message. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, Sagittarius. I wish I could really keep going with your reading because it's like it's actually interesting, and I feel like it's more that I could channel, but I have to keep it pushing. All right, so we're moving on to the earth signs. We have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let me know. I'm gonna get a drink of water and reset these cards. So let me know which sign you want me to start with, and then we'll just wrap it up for tonight. Did I say which card to start with? Which sign to start with? I don't know. What did I say? So yeah, let me know. Let me know. If not, by the time I'm done with this and I get some water, I'm going to choose. Because I'm getting hungry. Like, I'm getting hungry. Yeah, I feel like the more and more I read, it's like I have to pull extra cards because I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Let's get deeper. Seem like the readings are getting deeper and deeper as it's moving along. Jessica, I don't even know if I said hey. And I wonder if you're still here, Jessica. I'm so sorry. All right, so Capricorn. We'll do Capricorn. And then we'll do Virgo and Taurus. Capricorn. Taurus, I'm going to respect y'all. Okay? I'm going to respect y'all today. I'm going to respect y'all today, but I can't say that I'm not triggered by reading for Taurus. can't say that I'm not triggered, but I promise it's not y'all. I promise. I promise. If you know, you know. Capricorn. Capricorn, the timestamp is 2/19/20. All right, so the next blessing. Well, what are the blessings coming your way? Thank you. I'm glad I'm doing good. Okay, I'm glad I'm doing good. It's still early. You know, it's early enough for me to unwind. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, so similar to another sign, you've been patiently waiting on something. But let's see, let's get some more information because it's like, what is that? I said, let's get some more information because what is that? I feel like your reading is similar to, I forgot whose reading that was, where we were talking about the root chakra, security, stability, creative projects. I really wish I could remember so I could tell you to go watch that sign's reading as well. Yeah, it seems like you have some type of like divine intervention that's coming through for you. Yeah, I think that you've been experiencing a lot of like self-limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. I feel like you all have even been like deceived in a way to remain in a certain position or to remain in a certain environment, to remain in a certain place. This could even be a relationship as well. Yeah, I think that you have been attached to something that's been very limiting, but it's really of your own doing. It's of your own doing. But I also feel like you have been told or like convinced to remain in a particular place. And it's not, and like whenever that happens, where it's like someone is like convincing you to stay or kind of like it comes off as like it's manipulation. It comes off as though like you were being forced into a position for someone else's agenda, but you're also being a willing participant as well because you have your own mind and you don't necessarily have to be deadlocked into anything or attached or entangled with anything that does not support your highest good. So I feel like it's a lot of angels that are stepping in here. I'm getting like at least four, like yeah, literally one, two, three, four. Like there's some type of like divine intervention in which there are a lot of angels, like guardian angels, even your spirit guides. But I'm picking up like guardian angels. Like there's like so much heavenly intervention here, divine intervention that's coming through to free you from a particular mindset or free you from an environment, a situation that you don't have the power to get yourself out of. So, yeah, it seems like there's some type of like toxic bonds. I was about to say bounds. There's some toxic bonds. There's some unhealthy cycles. There's some patterns that are continuously being perpetuated. So I feel like you're about to be freed from just a bad situation, a limiting situation, a situation that's holding you back in life. You're about to be freed. Yeah. Yeah. Then we have another angel. So yeah, it seems like y'all are yeah, this is it's sad to say, like it's really sad to say, but it's like you all are being held back. Like you're really being held back. You're really being blocked. If you felt like your life is blocking, it has been blocked, yes. And it's just interesting because we have Capricorn here, but the main energy that I'm picking here is definitely the devil's energy, which is related to Capricorn as well. But the devil is related to more so of the dark side of ambition. Okay, with because y'all know Capricorns, y'all know y'all are very ambitious. Okay, like y'all are disciplined, you're tenacious, you're resilient. Like that's just it's what you are. All right, so it's just interesting, but I'm just picking up that it's like just mad toxic stuff. It's like people trying to hold you back. This could even be like I said, karmic cycles and patterns that are keeping you stuck. I feel like you have been influenced by some type of lower vibrational or darker energy that has like manipulated you to remain in a certain position. But you've been in a certain position for so long. It's like you've been manipulated for so long that in a sense you've become a willing participant. In a sense, because you've been manipulated for so long, so now you're willingly doing this. Like these things that are happening to you is kind of like these blockages are kind of there. It's sad, but it's there by choice now because you've been conditioned to be in a certain position. So yeah, just with the aspect of divine intervention happening here, it just seems like there's a lot of toxic and lower level vibrational things that are holding you back, and you're literally being freed from these things. You're literally being freed from these things. So it's just giving spiritual warfare. Okay, that's what it's giving here. It's spiritual warfare. And these things are happening, like I said, yeah, spiritual. So it's energetically. These things are happening energetically to you. So yeah, you're being freed. You're being freed. Like, yeah, literally, we have attachment and then we have all tied up. This is literally what I'm saying. It's literally what I'm saying. So you all have been attached to some things that in a way have influenced you to remain in a limiting position, that have caused you to feel fears and anxieties related to your sense of independence and freedom. So I feel like the higher vibrational aspect of the devil's energy is within self-awareness, okay? And understanding that you've been trapped in a prison, okay? Because most people don't understand that they're in a prison, so they can't understand how to get out of it. But you have definitely been in prison, not by your own doing, but then over time, because you've been manipulated for so long, it's been of your own doing. It's been of your own choice. So that's actually quite sad. I don't like what has happened to you that has put you in this place. But we have 5 here, and then with all tied up, we have 2 and 3, 5. So yeah, like change, like really intense changes happening, but also changes that are going to get you out of this cycle. Like it's going to get you out of the cycle. Like this cycle is going to be over. So yeah, this is crazy because it's definitely given spiritual warfare, and it's really affected your your emotions. Some of y'all, it could even be like alcoholism, like addictions. Yeah, addictions that you're attached to that affect your mood. Like these are things that are being broken. Like there's some real spiritual things going on here with your pile. That's all I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, there's been some real spiritual things that are going on that you're really about to be free from. We have so many angels here, like just surrounding you, which is attachment and all tied up. So the blessing is you realizing that you've been trapped in a prison. Okay, that's the blessing. You've been trapped in lower level negative vibrations, and now you're about to be freed. Now you're about to be freed. But yeah, you got an entire spiritual team here that's helping you. Like you have an entire spiritual team here that's helping you to free yourself. Yeah, y'all, I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, you've been controlled. Emperor in reverse came up here again. So yeah, there's actually someone that's controlling you and exploiting you, like trying to be authoritative being very reckless, being very domineering. Like this could be a male figure. This could also be a father figure. Yeah, you've been emotionally manipulated. Someone's been manipulating you. Um, they've been manipulating your emotions because they know that you care deeply. They know that you're a caring person. They know that you're sensitive. So yeah, they know you're sensitive. Yeah. 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 I think that you all have just experienced so many mental health issues, and I don't know if you've connected the dots and understood like why these issues are happening, but it's crazy because it's like you all, it's like your situation, I don't want to have to say this word, but it really is so dire that, you know, spirit has to intervene, like, and you need a lot of help getting out of this entanglement, this situation, this toxic cycle that you have been experienced. Like you actually do need a lot of help getting out of this. So I think that the help is happening because it's too much. I feel like you all have been spiraling in your thoughts and in your mind, like, and that's the thing too about the devil's energy. It could be very like obsessive as well. So it just seems like there's always been some type of like pressure here and it's never really let up. But yeah, you definitely are going to be supported and getting out of this. Some of y'all, this could be an abusive relationship. Yeah, it seemed like there's a connection that is going to be ending. A connection. Let's see what else this is. I'm just seeing a person. Yeah, I'm seeing a person here. But yeah, your situation is ending. Like this difficulty that you've been experiencing. And like I said, I feel like this difficulty has been like perpetuated upon you by another person. And you've just been operating in a way for so long. And I feel like whoever this is someone who only cares about like financial gain. So similar to another pile, you could also be like exploited, or there's some type of like power dynamics that are in play where someone feels like they have to be in control of you because you need them for something, or they're perceiving that you need them for something. So that's crazy. Yeah, this could also be someone that you're married to. Some of y'all could be exiting toxic marriages or just toxic commitments, toxic relationships. So that's showing up here as well. So I just feel like spirit is helping you get out of some evil, devilish, manipulative, deceptive, demonic type of attachment. I hope I say your name right. Deepika. I hope I said your name right. I'm reading for Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn in any of your major placements in your astrological chart or your birth chart, your natal chart, then yeah, this could potentially resonate with you. This could potentially resonate with you. Okay, so the challenge has been within you. I feel like you've been manipulated to think that you are supposed to be in alignment. Okay, you're Pisces. Okay, Pisces, the timestamp for Pisces is an hour and 6 minutes. So 106. Okay, but not 1 minute and 6 seconds. An hour and 6 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like the issue here is that you have felt like you basically, and like I said, it's not initially your fault, but over time you have allowed yourself to be in agreement with something that is not of your highest good, and you've started to be flexible and to be adaptable with this energy, to model yourself after it, to become one with it. So that's the challenge, is now you have to understand that like what has been happening to you that is not of your highest good is actually not a part of your identity, or it's not a part of your destiny, or it's some other energy that you have accepted and allowed into your life, and it's not supposed to be there. So I just think your oneness with this thing, you know, like your oneness, you being in agreement with something that is not of your highest good. So that's the challenge. Yeah, that's the challenge. Yeah, that's the challenge. And I feel like the other challenge that's associated with this is the fact that, like, even when you have those moments where you tend to rebel against this authority figure, or you tend to rebel against this dynamic that you've been placed in, it's like you don't get any type of sympathy. It's like, oh well, like you chose to be here, like, oh well, like nobody's crying for you, like you're an adult, you have choices, like you have free will. It's kind of that type of thing. But it's like, if you've been manipulated for so long, then are you going to acknowledge that you have free will? Like the concept of free will is not even going to be something that's in your mind because you've been controlled. So I just feel like you're in some type of abusive, evil thing that's going on here that you're being freed from. So that's the blessing. Okay, like that's the blessing. That's the blessing, Capricorn. I hope it's making sense for y'all. I really hope it's making sense for y'all. But there's not too much sympathy that you're receiving here anyway. This is kind of like just really deceptive, and it's like a trickster type of energy. It's just a trickster. It's like, it's just really mischievous. Yeah, but you have become one with this thing. Like your identity has, it's kind of like you're not a water sign, but it's kind of giving me that, where it's like you're being mutable. It's like you've kind of allowed yourself to become one with something that, like I said, is not of your highest good. And with you, like being a consenting adult and like being a part of it, it's like when you need emotional support because things become too much. With the Nine of Swords, when you're experiencing this pressure, it's not like you're going to be supported and helped anyway. Like all you're gonna receive is a, oh well, like you decided to be a part of this, like type of thing. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, yo, it's like, what are you talking about? So y'all have two different surrender cards so that you can deal with this. Surrender to what is. And I love that for you, because like I said, the devil energy within its highest vibration is self-awareness. So you're coming to an acceptance that you have been imprisoned. You're coming to an acceptance that you have, even in some ways, participated in this. You're coming to an acceptance. Surrender to what is says, flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Yeah, that's the first step, is to accept where you've been. Is to accept it and change it. And then we also have surrender stress. And that says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So yeah, this is good, especially with the Nine of Swords energy. That's a lot of fear, anxiety, stress, worry. Yeah, you're experiencing a lot of mental health issues, especially with All Tied Up and with the attachment card. But yeah, with All Tied Up, that could be obsessive and ruminating thoughts that are leading you nowhere. So yeah, the first step into finding a solution is to accepting where you are and allowing yourself the peace that you need, the peace and the harmony, and the emotional neutrality to find a solution. Okay, so it sucks. I know. It sucks. I know, because like your emotions can be all over the place, especially with Angel of Balance within the reverse, which to me kind of it reminds me of Temperance. So it's like, I know your emotions can be all over the place. Like you could be tied to a lot of things that are not of your highest good, just being in that energy. I get it. Just being in extremes. I understand it. But yeah, you have to do your best to lovingly make these changes. But yeah, you're being helped. So it's okay. Like, and that's why I like the divine, because the divine is going to step in and you're being supported. Like I said, it's like 5-6 angels here on the table. Like you're going to be supported in getting out of this. That's good. Good for you. Capricorn. Really, seriously, good for you. Yeah, some of you all have been conditioned. It's like somebody would tell you, well, this is just the way things are. You know, and it's like, what you talk about, this is the way things are. I can't stand when people act like that. They be like, this is just how it's always been. This is how it's going to continue to be. And it's like, yeah, no, that's not true. It's not true, okay? Because change is inevitable. So why do things have to be in a way that does not benefit you? Why do you have to be dominated? Capricorn, why do you have to be controlled? Why do you have to be subservient? Why do you have to be the person that has to be stuck in some BS? Like, why does that have to be you? Like, so yeah, no. I just feel like you experienced that, like, oh, boohoo, like, this is just the way that things are. They've always been this way. And it's like, no. All right, so let me clear out the energy with some Florida water because that pile was a bit more intense than the others. And yeah, Virgo, let's do 241 so I can get a drink of water. And shout out to everybody that's in the live. If you're in the live, definitely put some hearts in the chat. Say something, okay? Say something. Like, who is that? Like, T, do I know you? Like, who is that? Who? T, do I know you? Okay, do I know you? That's the question. You gonna say it was timed out for 300 seconds. I needed to know if I know who that is. Virgo. It's okay. I'm not too overstimulated today, but I really need to know, like, who is that? Like, because you're talking like you know me. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Yo. All right, Virgo. Blessings coming your way. Blessings coming your way. Blessings coming your way. Blessings coming your way. Ooh. We have the heart chakra. We have cornucopia. I love this. It seems like your wishes are coming true. I love this for you. Your wishes are coming true. Like what you wanted is coming true. This is giving me like 9 of Cups energy. So you actually experiencing success and fulfillment. Yeah, we have the community card here as well. So yeah, success, achievement, fulfillment. Let's see what else is going on here. And this is like individualized success as well. See what else is. Okay, and we have adjacent possibilities. So it seems like there's multiple pathways that are opening up for you, or just multiple doors of opportunity that are opening up for you. It seems like in your recent past, well, even recently was like not even recent past, but like currently what's going on right now. It's like you all have been very like blocked and restricted within life. You've also had a limited mindset. You might have thought to yourself a lot of the times like I can't, or I don't have, or you just been telling yourself a lot of like things that have been limiting your growth or your ability to like move forward in life, or your ability to take some type of action, any action at all. Okay, so it's kind of like the universe is just kind of like, okay, so you don't want to choose nothing. All right, boom, let's put you on the spot. Like it seems like you're being pressured now. It's like now we're gonna put a whole bunch of opportunities in front of your face. Like what you want to do about that? So I just feel like you all are being tested to step up and just not even to step up and choose, but it's like you're being, yeah, I guess you could say step up and choose. It's like the universe is looking at you like you're a child and they're putting you in the candy store. But instead of saying, oh, you can't, like, instead of saying, like, oh, you can't have what you want, it's like, go ahead and choose what you want. Like, it's kind of that thing. It's like the opposite. So it's kind of like, I feel like you all may have been like, withholding yourself back from, of course, things that you want to do in life, but now the options, the opportunities, like these things are going to be so like blatantly put in your face that you cannot look away. Like It's gonna be so blatantly put in your face, like you literally cannot look away. You have to choose something, like, because everything looks so appealing. So I'm just kind of getting that this more so has to do with just your own sense of like accomplishments in life. This has nothing to do with a relationship with another person. This has nothing to do with another external person or individual. This has everything to do with yourself and what you want for your life, okay? What you feel like is needed in order for you to take your life to the next level, or to for you to experience the type of comfort and satisfaction with the life that you've created for yourself. So, yeah, like the universe is basically giving you a swift kick in the butt, like a swift kick in the butt, and letting you know that you have been inactive for a bit too long. Okay. I just heard this song by Ashake called Active. Okay. So maybe listen to that, because he says in that song, like, oh, yeah, I'm active. I'm active. Like, yeah, I'm active. I'm doing things. Things are working. I'm taking, I'm taking risks. I'm being bold. I'm literally putting one foot in front of the other. I'm active. Instead of you being so inactive, being so passive in a way, it's like you can't. And I feel like a lot of the things that you've told yourself has aided within your inactivity and you being passive in your passivity. But it's like, yeah, no, like I just feel like the universe is gonna put so many things in front of your face. Like I said, it's gonna be very hard for you to look away, or for you to say to yourself, "Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and stay stuck, and there's nothing I can do." Like, so the Seven of Cups energy for you isn't necessarily a bad energy for you, because I feel like you've been a bit too like limited in your thinking. So similar to another pile, it's like you have the opportunity to step into that higher faculty of imagination, and just being able to imagine the possibilities of what could be, just to get you feeling excited again. You know what I'm saying? Like, get you feeling excited again. Because I feel like you haven't really been experiencing too much excitement, or you've just been living a certain type of life experience that is just not all of what you want. But that's the good thing about being dissatisfied, is because when you're dissatisfied, that dissatisfaction is basically feedback, and it's letting you know that you're not living, or you're not experiencing what you want. Like, you're not truly living, or there's something that you want and you're holding yourself back from it, or there's something that you want and you just don't have it, regardless of what reason it is that you don't have it. Okay. I also heard lack of education or lack of knowledge. So maybe even not having something based off of ignorance. So that's that. But yes, yeah, Virgo, it's like you're about to be active. There's so many opportunities that are going to be pushed in front of your face, and you're going to have no option but to tap into what it is that you want, and then you have to choose and just ride it out. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, you have to choose to just ride it out, because the fact is, it's like you're disappointed and dissatisfied with what's going on anyway. So there's really no harm in choosing something that you emotionally are connected to, and allowing things to play out positively for you. But yeah, with cornucopia, this could literally be like your lifestyle changing. You having everything that you need in your life so that you can live comfortably, even having a life of luxury, and even having more than enough. Okay, having more than enough, which is good. So for you all, the blessing is more than enough. All right, it's more opportunities than you could have even imagined, and also you receiving more blessings that you could have even imagined. But it does depend on you being able to choose a path and sticking to that path, and allowing yourself to be patient and to experience the rewards of that work. But you already are feeling dissatisfied, so that's the first step. Okay, the first step is dissatisfaction, because that dissatisfaction is going to push you to want to create some changes in your life. But yeah, I think this is your lifestyle. This is your own personal sense of success and achievement. You going after what you really want in your life, having more than enough, being able to celebrate these successes with others. So it's not to say that you all are going to be in a complete selfish type of energy. That's not necessarily the case, but you do got to take care of yourself first. So it's just one of those situations where it's like you have to walk through a door, you have to choose a pathway, but understand that like in order for you to reach back and help the community, it's like you have to be good. So it seemed like you have to take I just heard take the road less traveled. Isn't that Robert Frost? Like isn't that Robert Frost, the road less traveled? Isn't that him? Or I feel like he has a poem about that. Y'all can let me know. I feel like it's Robert Frost. Let me know. The road less traveled. Now I gotta go look it up after the live to make sure I was right. I'm like, okay, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you for confirming that. But it's like you do have to take the road less traveled. That means that you have to be comfortable taking this part of you have to be comfortable with the individualized portion or part of your current journey. Like wherever you are right now, you have to be okay with walking that journey by yourself. It doesn't mean you're selfish. It just means that you have to do what you need to do to acquire what you need to acquire for yourself to actually be able to share with others. So I don't pick up that you're a selfish person, but this process that you're undergoing right now, like, is literally just for you. So it's an individualized journey for you. All right, let's see what's going on with the tarot. It's crazy because I've really just been taking the messages from the oracle decks the longer that I've been kind of going about this. But yeah, don't procrastinate and don't wait too long because yeah, don't procrastinate and don't wait too long because you don't want to miss out on these vital opportunities. But yeah, I get it. Like, you know, you're experiencing a lot right now. I feel like you all could even be in survival mode. So I get it. I can completely understand why you're a bit inactive or you are experiencing some limiting beliefs that are affecting your ability to have momentum in your life because your current circumstance is what it is. Like it's challenging. It's challenging. But the one thing that you have to understand is that you don't want to continue to victimize yourself. You have to understand that you need to understand. Well, I say you have to understand that you need to understand. You have to understand that, yeah, you could be experiencing rock bottom, you're in survival mode, but the only way is up. Okay, so that's the silver lining. Is like the only way is up. It's just dependent on your ability to get yourself back in the race, to get your head back in the game. So you all are having some issues with your thoughts. Now it's time to think your way into solutions. All right, so that's amazing. I also see the Four of Swords here within the reverse. And the Four of Swords in the reverse is an energy of like awakening or recovery, or it's like just releasing yourself from isolation or from the pains that you've experienced. Because I see the Ten of Swords here. So it's not like your life has been 100% easy. Okay, it's not. It's been very, very challenging. And you may have felt like you cannot bounce back from these issues or challenges that have afflicted you in the past or even in your current reality. But the Four of Swords within the reverse is definitely a positive. I want to say like a positive omen, but it's just positive because it's letting you know that this pressure is releasing. Okay, this pressure is releasing, so it's not gonna hold you back anymore. Like these thoughts that you are having are definitely coming to you because they're based off of real things that have actually happened to you. So I'm not going to just be like, oh, just get over it, like, and not and acknowledge or validate what you're going through. But you know, like your the source of your pain, like not me over here glitching, not me glitching. It's like the source of your pain and what's going on with you is very real. But you also don't want to be a prisoner of your thoughts. Okay, so that's what I see. That's what I see. Yeah, I get it. It's sad because you all are just not experiencing what you really truly want. It's affecting your sense of happiness. You know, you've been very pessimistic, especially being in that Ten of Swords energy. I get it because it is what it is. When you're in the Ten of Swords energy, you can't go any lower than that because you actually are at rock bottom and no one can debate that. No one can debate it. So I get it. You know, I definitely get it. I do. So I would say you have to get active, okay? But at least you know that you have a plethora of opportunities coming your way to help, I want to say like jumpstart you and get you out of that energy. So my advice for you is to get into the Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Wands gets a bad rap, okay? Hey, be right. The nine, not the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands gets a bad rap. But if you are inactive and you just haven't really been passionate, then the Knight of Wands is like the perfect jumpstart to get you active and to get you back on track, to get you into a winning mindset. Because that's the problem. Y'all are in a losing mindset. But you went through things, so I get it. But those things have caused you to continue to see yourself as a failure or to continue to see things as ruined. It's nothing you can do to recover. And that's not true. That's not true. So, yeah. You all just need some self-love and compassion. Like, give yourself the compassion that you would give to a friend. Give yourself that. So let's see what the challenges are. Well, I talked a lot about the challenges because your reading is challenged. But let's see what else we can get from the Dark Mirror Oracle. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. We have hiding your true self. This definitely makes sense for you all. So it just happens in life. It happens. Like, we go through things, and those things really do, you know, put a mark on us, or it leaves an imprint on us. It makes me think a lot about this song by Sade called Like a Tattoo. So it's like you've really been carrying this trauma and this pain, and it's on your body like a tattoo. It's like a scar on your body, and you could be constantly being reminded of this thing. But the fact of the matter is like that's like where you currently are and what you're experiencing, like that's not truly who you are. Okay, that's not your identity. So it's kind of like detaching yourself or decentering your identity from what it is that you're going through, because it's not synonymous. It's not one and the same. What you went through is what you went through, but it's not who you are. You can't allow it to be who you are. Okay. Like, okay. Because I'm just like, yeah, need that for myself as well. But yeah, you all could definitely just be, you know, hiding your true self by playing small, and keeping yourself stuck and limited. So yeah, that's the challenge. You're playing too small. You keep telling yourself, I can't, but that's not truly who you are. Like, you are someone that is a thriver. You are someone that has more than enough. You are someone that is supposed to be living a life of limitless. Like, you're supposed to be living a limitless life and not a life of lack and limitation. So yeah, and I feel like some of you all have even sacrificed this, or you know, that idea, that potential, and thought that where you are is just where you were going to be, but that's not necessarily the case for you. All right, so let's move on to the surrender deck and see what you can surrender to. Let's go ahead and move on, Virgo. Yeah, just watch what you're telling yourself, because you're telling yourself things that aren't even in alignment with who you actually really are. Like, you're holding yourself back. Like, you not being active right now because of your beliefs is holding yourself back. Like, you're doing something, you're doing this to yourself. Like, it's different from Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel like, was being manipulated and influenced to be a certain way. But for you, it's like, maybe it's the things that you experience that are influencing you to be a certain way. But yeah, it's not in alignment with who you are. It's not your identity. It's not who you are. And here, yeah, we have surrender to the magic of who you are. Okay, that's the challenge. Y'all have been hiding your true self. Surrender to the magic of who you are. And this card says, we all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. So yeah, this is about you understanding that it's kind of like, it's people that are dependent on you. They're dependent on you showing the world who you are. You know, you never really know who you're supposed to impact. But if you're being inactive and keeping yourself stuck and limited, like, are you impacting others? Are you impacting yourself positively? So yeah, I just think that it's time to get out of the lack and limitation mindset and to understand that it's not in alignment with who you are, and you could be purposely holding yourself back. Okay, you could be purposely holding yourself back because you have clearly an impact to make on others. Okay, with the Nine of Cups energy, like this is you having more than enough. Like, so yeah, more than enough, being able to take care of a community of people. You know, you have loved ones that are dependent on you. So yeah, I hope y'all are vibing with the messages. I'm like, so yeah. But yeah, Spirit is definitely moving. Spirit been moving this entire 3 hours that we've been on the live. Spirit has definitely been moving. The messages have been hitting. The cards are being confirmed. The messages are being confirmed. And yeah, I love when readings are like that, because sometimes, like I said, I be channeling things and it's just like, is this what it is? And just to have those confirmations makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. All right, so Taurus, we're just going to do 3:01. So 3 hours, 1 minute. Taurus, and just talk. Thank you for dropping them sevens, okay? If you're vibing with these messages, then just put them sevens in there. And you're welcome, just talk. You're definitely welcome. You're welcome. All right, Taurus, last but not least. But I'm not going to hold y'all. I'm actually happy to kind of be through all of these signs. Like, I was glitching a little bit during Virgo's reading. But I also think because Capricorns was heavy, and yeah, Capricorns was heavy, and I feel like another one too. Whichever one I was talking about, like with the family unit, I'm just like, y'all, I didn't expect these blessings to be this. I wasn't expecting it. Like, I thought it was just gonna be a whole bunch of money, like, oh, money, 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 blessings, you know, stuff like that. Money, 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 blessings. That's really what I thought. So give me 1 second. I want to get one card from the Energy Oracle. I keep getting a whole bunch of cards, and I just need a proper shuffle. I feel like every single sign has been different. Like, every single sign has been different. Okay, so we have strategy. Okay. Okay. Let me get some clarification, and then I'll go from there. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel like your blessing is associated with understanding, or you being presented with the solution. I keep hearing like the key to life or something, like the key to life, like you receiving a key to life, a key to understanding life, or maybe even some type of, like, I want to say like cheat code or something that helps you to live life, something that helps you to, something that helps to guide your life. It's like you're receiving that. I really do think it's your confidence though. So it seems like you all will be experiencing some type of like glow up, or just some like really extreme boost of confidence that allows you to express things with ease, to express yourself, to show up. It's kind of similar to the last reading, where it's like being your real self, but it's like you all are not being your real self, but not hiding who you are. Yeah, surrendering to the magic of who you are. Like that message is coming up again. But I just sprayed some Florida water just so we can see where this is going, so all the messages can be different. But yeah, it seemed like you're going to be experiencing some type of like cheat code to life. Oh, no, it's to getting what you want out of life, you know, to getting what you want out of life. So I think it's your confidence, your charisma, your self-esteem. Maybe you all need a confidence boost. Like, you all need a confidence boost. Let me get one more confirmation. Yeah, I feel like your blessing is, it's kind of similar to another message also, but I feel like you all are stepping into like your magician energy, like you're understanding that, well, you're going to be receiving an increase in your personal power and potential. So an increase in your power and your ability to make things happen for yourself. Like, that's what I'm saying, like the key to getting what you want out of life, I feel like it's within your sense of confidence and feeling like you're enough and feeling like you deserve it. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, maybe you all have been feeling like you don't deserve it, or you haven't really been putting yourself out there. You haven't really been as confident and bold to like go after what you want. You may not even know how to get what you want. You don't know how to. Yeah, you all are powerful manifestors and you really do have a connection to spirit. So I just think that this is for you to finally like be able to balance like spirituality and practicality. Like, it reminds me of that one card in the Moonology deck, like balance spirituality and practicality. And I'm saying that because we have Healer of the Ages. Whenever I see this card, it always makes me think about just the Christ consciousness. Okay, I do have my opinions about how, you know, Jesus is being depicted on this card, but it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But then we also have the Magician in the Mirror, which makes me think a lot about the magician. The magician. And also in some ways temperance as well, because you have fire and water, and it's kind of like the two opposing things. And the magician is someone who's able to alchemize energy. So it's kind of like it's kind of like you being able to find a way to perfectly balance two things that may not seem like they go together, but they do. So you seem like you're very powerful. But yes, I'm just getting like balance and practicality with spirituality as well. Like maybe as the key to getting what you want out of life. So I just think that you all may not have been as like confident within yourself. You may not have been as like self-expressive. But I think this mostly has to do with your like feelings of worthiness. You don't feel like you deserve the things. You may not feel like you deserve to, in some ways I feel like you haven't been an active participant in your life as well, so that's coming up here again. But it's like you may not feel like you deserve these things or you deserve good things. So it just seems like you all are going to be glowing up, like, but it's like an internal change. So it's like your next blessing is literally like an intense confidence boost or a glowing up or just an increase of your personal power, feeling like you um can achieve anything. I just heard that song that's like, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Like, so I feel like you all have been kind of held back and just feeling like you don't have the ability to get what you want in life. But with the strategy card, I just feel like you're being presented with another way, another perspective, or even for some of you all, a shortcut to getting what you want, because you've just been so blocked for so long, or you've been kind of held back from your own feelings of worthiness for so long. So that's kind of what I'm getting. I need to move on to the tarot. I really need to move on to the tarot. But yeah, this is really about you feeling like you deserve it. Like you really loving yourself so much and understanding that through this love, it's on you to kind of like give yourself what you want, or to give yourself what you never had. But it starts within your confidence and your ability to have that. So I hope I'm making sense, Taurus. Like Cha said, that sounds nice, but I really do hope I'm making sense. Yeah. it's just within your feelings of worthiness. But I also feel like you're going to experience that there's another way to getting what you want. You know, there's another way, especially if any other ways in which you've tried this has been like very blocked, and it's kind of sent like a negative feedback to make you think that, you know, there's something that you're lacking or there's some type of deficiency. And I mean, the truth of the matter is, there is some type of deficiency with your sense of confidence. Okay, that's the truth of the matter. But that doesn't mean that you have to sit within that and be gloomy about it and melancholic about it. It's like you can sit in that truth and do something about it. But yeah, I just think that there's another way being open to you or presented to you to get what it is that you want. Like there's just another way. So if any of these pathways, like I said, have been blocked, doors have been closed, like something's opening up here. But it definitely is going to help you internally with making some internal changes. I feel like it's a glow up happening, like just a burst of confidence. It's probably because you're going to be getting that key to being able to change your life. So it's like the universe is kind of giving you like an Ace of Pentacles moment as well. It's giving like Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's more so Ace of Swords. Like that's what I'm getting. It's like a more efficient or effective way to getting what you want. A more efficient and effective way. So you all could have been going in circles. That's what I hear. It's like going in circles. Or like you're a hamster on a wheel, or it's just like you're consistently running on a treadmill. It's like you're doing a lot of work but you're going nowhere. So I just feel like there's some ease that's coming to help you like navigate life better, get what you want, go after what you want, what you fantasize about, what you imagine for yourself. It's kind of like actually making what you want and desire real. Okay, it's making it real. And that's what's apparent here, even with the Magician. Like in that manifestation energy is like taking things from the unseen into the seen. Things that you want, things that you yeah, things that you desire, increasing your own sense of willpower. That's kind of what I'm getting. Increasing your potential power. So yeah. Yeah. With the Healer of the Ages and the Magician in the Mirror, it's giving spiritual being living a human experience. Okay? Spiritual being living a human experience. That's what I'm getting here. So yeah, it's time for you to like what is it that I'm trying to say? It's like I want to say like be smart, but I feel like it's time for you to tap into your spirituality a bit more for help. Okay? That's where you're going to get the answers. That's where you're going to get the answers that you need to move forward in life, to have what you want, to get what you want. Y'all, I hope I'm making sense. To have what you want, to get what you want. Yeah, we have the High Priestess here. So yeah, that's just another that's the High Priestess is literally just a confirmation that like, yeah, you should tap into your spirituality a bit more. Okay, you have to tap into your inner voice. You know, it's tapping into a higher power. So yeah, maybe you all have been a bit living in the matrix, okay, for a bit too long. Okay, maybe you just need a reminder. So maybe you've been living in the physical 3D world. Just yes, you are, because you're a human and you're here. But I'm just saying, like, you could be a little too wrapped up and focused in that, and you're not paying attention to the spiritual realm. You're not paying attention to your spirituality or how you can utilize spirituality to help change your situation. So you said living in the matrix. I mean, we are, like we are living in the matrix, but like, you know how sometimes it's like you just be caught up with what's going on right now, and then you forget that like I really can tap into my spirituality to, I really can tap into my spirituality to make changes. So this is, like I said, it's a reminder of you understanding that like you're a human being, like you're living a human experience, but you're still a spiritual being. So there's more information that you can actually rely on to help you move forward in life and get what you want. So yeah, the key to what you want is coming from within. Okay, because we have the high priestess here, and then we also have the third chakra, which is solar plexus. And I mean, the high priestess, I will also attribute this energy to the solar plexus as well, because like when you're experiencing those intuitive nudges, it's the feelings in the pit of your stomach, and that's where your solar plexus is. It's like in this area. Okay, so yeah, these changes are coming from within, but it's within your ability to tap into your spirituality a bit more. So maybe with the blessing is like you having the opportunity to do that, or just even spirit being like, here, let's just give you the cheat code. Let's just give you the key. And then it forces you to become more of a believer, because you're gonna end up following this intuitive nudge, and you're gonna see that it actually is helping you to get what it is that you want. So it's gonna force you to lean more into your spirituality. That's what it is. Okay, that's the blessing. You all could be a bit like inexperienced when it comes to spiritual matters, or there's just a limited information that you are operating off of. So at this point in time, I think it's essential for you to do some research. Okay, because that's the energy that the high priestess is in anyway. Like it's research, it's going beneath the surface, it's tapping into your subconscious beliefs, or just deep intense emotions. Like that's really what that is. Just with the high priestess connected to the moon. So hey, this just a lot of work that has to be done. And I think it's time for you to stop spectating or being on the sidelines. It's time for you to actually jump in. Okay, it's time for you to jump in. That's what it's time for you to do. So you've been a bit inexperienced, but I feel like you're curious about it. You're curious about getting more deeper into your spirituality, or for some of y'all, this could even be like religious practices, um, religious practices. So yeah, you've kind of just been on the outside looking in. Now it's time for you to actually like jump in. Okay, it's time for you to do that. Yeah, it's time for you to do that, because this process is also going to help you to heal things within yourself personally, and develop more of a sense of self-love, and just like I said, feelings of worthiness, and you actually do deserve it. So I feel like you start to feel more worthy and deserving of things when you start to love yourself a lot more, as opposed to like withholding yourself from these things that you know that you desire, or that you feel in alignment with, but for some reason you just can't attain that thing. So I hope it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So the issue here with you all has just been feeling just unclear about what's next for you. Like you've been feeling unclear. This is similar to someone else's message also. Maybe even feeling like there's a lack of purpose, feeling like there's just so many roadblocks that's in the way of what you want. So it seemed like spirit is really going to help you like skip the line. And that's really nice. That's a really nice feeling, feeling like you've just been putting in so much work. I feel like I've said that you're on a hamster wheel, like just feeling like you've been putting in so much work and getting nowhere. It's kind of like you're going to receive this cheat code that's going to help you skip the line. It's going to help you like get more into alignment with your purpose. It seems like you all have been distracted as well in life. Like just your current reality has just been filled with a lot of distractions. So that's another reason for why it's important for you to get more into your sense of spirituality, and just applying the lessons that you're learning, living through those lessons. That's even more of a reason for why you should do that, so that you're staying focused. Because that's what's also apparent here with the magician's energy, is like your ability to concentrate on what you want. Yeah, and then we also have the Eight of Pentacles here as well. And the Eight of Pentacles makes me think a lot about like concentration as well, because you're dedicating yourself to something. You're committing yourself to something. So yeah, I think for you all, one of these blessings, or I feel like to get to your blessing, let me say that, to get to your blessing of ease, is you have to put in the work to build up your own sense of spirituality and intuition, and how you can use it in your life for positive changes. Okay, so I think it causes for you to have to put some work in. Let me just say that it's not just going to be something that's easy. So yeah, you definitely have to observe any feelings of unworthiness or not deserving things, or just a lack of self-love that you might have, or lack of compassion for yourself. It's like you have to observe those emotional wounds that you could still be carrying. Okay, so what's next? Well, I already looked at some of the challenges, but let's use the Dark Mirror Oracle. Yeah, Taurus, your reading has been kind of longer, but I think it's because I had to work the message out. Because I'm just like, what is this? You know, like, what is this? Okay, so another challenge that you're going to have to pretty much work through, you're going to have to work through is just forgiving yourself for just any regrets, you know, anything that you're ashamed about, anything that you felt like you could have done better, but it just happened how it happened. And that's really how it is sometimes. It's like, yeah, you could have done better, but if you were operating off of operating with the information that you knew, then you did the best that you could do. So I think this is all about you forgiving yourself and leaning into the changes, but I think it requires for you to have to let go of regrets. I just feel like you're going to be experiencing maybe some growing pains where you might be looking at yourself like, oh, why did I do this way? Like, and it's okay. I feel like you're going to be kind of regretting why you spent so much time focused on certain solutions or certain pathways that were just blocked, or yeah, pathways that were blocked, or things that were not actually going to solve the problem, things that you thought were solutions to your problem, but it really wasn't. So it seemed like you could have been looking for something externally to solve your problems, but no, like the key to solving your problems is going to come from within. So you might be experiencing some regret, and it also kind of kicking yourself like, dang, I wasted so much time. Like I wasted, it's just like you were where you were supposed to be because that's where you were supposed to be. And maybe this situation and this challenge you're experiencing is forcing you to step more so into your own sense of spirituality, like I said. All right, so let me get y'all a surrender card. Oh, we got a lot. We got a lot of surrender cards. Y'all have literally like 5. So I'm just going to shuffle again. I did see surrender frustration. I did see surrender to divine timing. I also saw surrender to stress. Well, yeah, surrender, not surrender to stress, but surrender stress. Like, yeah, I said surrender to stress. Surrender stress. Yeah, we also have surrender to play and surrender fear. So surrender to play says take a break from overthinking a goal, do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Yeah, you might as well give yourself some relief because the key is coming, the cheat code is coming. Like, so you might as well just give yourself some relief in the process. And then we also have surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So, yeah, I just feel like you might experience fear because you feel like, oh, you chose wrong in the past, or the solutions or things that you thought were solutions to your problems weren't, like opportunities that you thought you should take were not it, you know? So, yeah, just surrender fear and understand that you're going to be provided with exactly what you need to get ahead. Okay, to get ahead. So I think that's it. I think that's it, Taurus. I think that's it because I feel like your reading has been like 20 minutes now, but hey, it is what it is. That's it for me, y'all. I definitely hope that you all enjoyed this live. It is 10:30. Okay, it's time for me to unwind. It's too late for me to eat, but I'm kind of hungry because I've just been talking for almost 4 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this right here so I can post the timestamps. But yeah, thank y'all so much for being here, and I will see y'all very soon. Okay. I'll see y'all soon. Have a good night, and I hope y'all enjoyed this live.